bounce. Ben, repeat your last statement.
Alright, I'm ready to get my PP out.
There we go. Hello,
Hey!
everybody.
That's a clip.
No, it's really not.
I'm about to say the shit I say.
It was
That's
shit.
pretty,
It was shit.
pretty fucking
But-
vanilla. Like,
But, hi, everybody.
hello.
Is Carl here, by the way?
Hello.
I know he's muted. I just want to double check.
He was. He
Are
did
you in
speak
the-
up. I think he's.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's alright, because
Yeah.
I knew you were muted. I just hadn't heard you speak. That's why I was just checking. Hello, everybody. Yes. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Liam, for redeeming. I am going to become a quote marks unicorn, but because it's spooky season, I have a new hat to replace the unicorn one until spooky season's over.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, Lil.
Just tell me, Liam, would you like lights on or lights off?
Lights on, please.
Lights
You
on.
can leave your hat on.
There we go. So, I am now the big bitch of the witch. How are you all doing? Tonight we've got episode 5 of chapter 3. Things went... And apologies as well for my throat sounding scraggy and my voice going a little bit. I did scream a lot at the football match earlier. But you guys have ended up in a rather unique position. Considering last session, your plan was to go to the island known as Underbelly Descent.
Mm-hmm.
You finished the session never visiting said island, and instead being unknown thousands of leagues below the oceans and the waves of the archipelago on a vessel to visit an underground facility. Do any of you care to explain how that sudden change came about? Like, at what point did you all
No.
decide to go, you know the plan we made 2 weeks ago? Let's
Lit-
just fuck it.
Well, literally. Well, it's because things lined up enough for Josiah's thing that he was like, "This seems urgent. Let's go here." They
Fair-
do,
Fair enough.
rightly or wrongly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
He felt like that place was under attack. So he was like, "We need to go here, hot on the trail."
Okay,
But-
no, I was going to say, it was just a massive
yeah,
sidestep.
yeah.
But I have spent a couple days putting together a map to represent the facility that I wasn't intending you guys to get to for another chapter.
Sorry, Daddy.
Yeah, this
We all
this
see-
was chapter 4 content, like at least in my mental planning. But I have put together a map. It's not perfect because in terms of the metal cylindrical like underwater buildings, like think of how like real underwater buildings are made, those like thick metal like tubular structures. There's no stamps like that in Incarnate. So with the exception of that, looking a little different because I've had to use a fort as a stamp. Everything else kind of looks like what you'd expect. So if I move you guys over,
Under the sea.
you should now be able to see Arkier's facility.
Ooh.
And you can see
Shiny.
you can see the encroaching darkness around. You can see the many lanterns and lamps set up. And you can see the large like crystals and things like this. The ship that is floating and tethered to the building and the facility itself. Again, the building, it looks nothing like what was described to you, but that's kind of because they don't facilitate what I needed. And I didn't have the time or the ability to find something that fit. Sue me.
I'm not saying that.
But, you guys have got there. You spoke with the man himself. You spoke with Arkier. And you guys managed to get a bit of a better understanding of what's going on, potentially. And you guys are being led to one of the guest areas where you guys can stay for a bit. You spoke with Archeo himself, and he's going to check up on a few things, including his daughter Loxana, which, according to Josiah, is your patron, ? And there is also potential mention of scrying on Jacob.
Oh yes, that was the exciting bit.
Well, we're going to lead this session in where you guys have been led into a equivalent of a small tavern that you've got the entire run of. You've been told to obviously stay to the rooms that you've been given, which includes 6 bedrooms that are large with double beds. There is a large living space, including a fully stocked kitchen with all the utensils and things you would need to cook and prepare food for yourselves. There is even small bookshelves with some light reading material, and well other like desks, tables, chairs, small fire. As I'll let you guys take over. This music is far too ominous from what I wanted. This is not appropriate. Give me a second. While I find new, better music, you guys do talky things. Do the talky things.
Well, Josiah will like out of this cupboard or fridge, he'll get like a sausage and like a flagon of ale, and he'll sort of sit like lie out on a sofa and be like, "Oh, bro, this is really good." Do you feel like every time we go somewhere, meet someone new, they have more fancier shit, and then I get more like, I want this. Like we go to the Baroness, and then it's a big fuck off ship, and that's brilliant. And then we come here, it's even more. I just keep getting jealous of shit, and then we'll take another bite of sausage and like swig of ale.
The one thing I will explain, which is kind of weird, but like you go to the kitchen, you open up like the crate where there's like a slate bit of stone to keep things chilled on it, and when you take the sausage and you like go to shut the lid, you notice this. You've got the sausage in your hand, but it's replenished on the slate.
No, like that. Like it's just.
And just kind of like curious, you take a second one. You've got 2 in your hand, and it replenishes.
Oh, my roguiness is flaring up.
It is entirely perishable, but it is infinite.
See, like, I just wanted to live a normal life before giant boats and underwater fucking castles, but like,
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Can I pick a sausage up, please?
Yeah.
oh my god.
You have a sausage.
Can I put it down?
You do, and now there are 2 sausages in the crate.
Oh yeah. I'll go in here a while, guys.
I will point out, Liam, you can't duplicate in that sense, because when you pick, say if you pick both of them up, only 1 more gets put in its place, not 2.
Yeah, it's a slowing machine.
Cut to 20 minutes later and the room is just full of sausage.
Yeah.
You can't put 2 down, pick 2 up, and then 2 respawn, if that makes sense. You can't do that.
Okay.
But you can do you can technically do it if you do it 1 at a time. But it is entirely 1 at a time.
It's gonna take too long. I won't be doing that.
Okay. But essentially,
I'm not
you
filling in with
guys
sausage.
seemingly have near or very well unlimited food and drink. The rooms are extremely well furnished. You, with the exception of the walls being quite cold and dark because they are metal, they have put significant effort into making these rooms comfortable.
What, like, was it made comfortable before we got here, like, or did we see him do some preparations?
The only things they would have done was basically turn the lights on and set the fire.
Were they expecting, just I say out loud, were they expecting guests? Because this is very cushy very quickly. Or is it all magic shit? And you look at Navarra.
Is it all magic shit as he's eating
Is it all magic shit?
as he's eating respawning sausages?
Yeah. And respawning ale.
Yeah.
Because he's literally, like, he's almost like dipping the sausage in the ale, like it's that level of...
Oh.
Navarra watches this happen and just goes, "It is likely to be magic." Yes.
Right.
Wait until he finds out that it's 0 calories, so it doesn't put anything on his hips later.
I mean, you think, what's the point of that food, though? But that's Josiah.
I'm joking, but carry on.
Yeah.
It's maybe a sort of mix between conjuration, potentially, maybe with the little, well, yeah, mainly conjuration. They could be using some sort of mansion spell. But I assume this might be something to do with the little tale that you heard about Akae.
Aye.
the
I
fact
think
that it can create and alter.
Mm. I wouldn't do if we've got. I mean, I like don't tell me off because I know you like telling me off, but like, I wonder if I've got two stories in my head, like one of an old one, and then I put together this story of this Archaea who changes, and that was the best fit, and there's another thing under this fucking ocean. I could be wrong,
Why
but
did you? Firstly, why did you expect for me to tell you off?
because you tell me off.
I
You're going
told
to
you
tell me
off
off for saying that you
once.
tell me off now.
I'm not.
It's
Has anyone
fine.
ever
It's
called you?
fine. You're quartermaster. I need a check. I'm trying not to be hostile, and then he'll dip his sausage into his ale a bit more. Alright. Yeah, I'm not trying to be antagonistic. I'm just saying.
You are not being antagonistic. It is just quite humorous that you think that I am telling you off. It is
Oh.
almost like you want it.
No, that's when safe word comes in.
Oh yes, the safe word I remembers this whole entire conversation.
I can't remember what it was though, ironically, what I used to use. We'll go for avocado.
Pineapple. I
Pineapple.
remember.
That was what
Yes.
Matt uses.
Oh, was that
That's what I
colour?
That was...
Mango? But
Mm.
mango sounds a little too
Why is
much
it-
like no.
Why is it always fruit? I don't know.
Because lots of people use fruit and vegetable as algorithm. Well, is that right? Algorithm? Common is not my first language, but they use it instead of genitalia.
But why would that be a safe word though?
Because it invokes imagery of sexual contact.
The safe word says stop. Anyway,
It's a word that you're not going to say by accident.
yeah, that's the one.
Yes. It is a lot of syllables as well. So maybe
Yeah.
you have to put what's behind it. But I would think maybe even just using the words safe words might work.
Why are we having this conversation again?
I honestly can't remember. Oh yeah, because
It was Josiah.
I think Nirvana thinks I got a humiliation kink. Believe me,
Yeah.
I've been fucking
A little.
humiliated enough in this world that I don't have to ask for it.
Okie dokie. So you now are dipping a sausage in your ale. Is this a pirate custom? Or a-
Be like, yeah, sure, yeah, aye.
Oh, it's a boy thing.
Maybe. Well, Paula. I just thought that I now knew 2 things about pirates. Or 3. 3 things on my list
Surely you
of how
know
to be
more
the
than
pirate. Well, 1 is have a big hat, which I ticked. The second
That's
is
pirate
by
not a pirate per se.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I will take that one off the list. So then, the first one would be, what is it? You should buy pornography for your fellow shipmates. Tick.
You
The
should.
second,
I've never done that. Sounds really weird. Why would you do that?
she just kind of looks at Josiah and been like, "Oh, okay. I
Right.
think I have really misinterpreted some actions made by
Oh,
my
God.
fellow."
He looked at Paula and said, everything I've done, she's interpreted that's what all pirates do.
Right.
You are a pirate captain, no?
As of a week ago, when Wade got turned inside out.
Well, until very recently, you were the only pirate that I have ever met.
I mean, to be
In
fair,
my
Wade was never going to
extensive-
be a pirate captain anyway.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
And the only other pirates that we have met are Paula, who is now also showing me how to be a pirate, which
Mhm.
is, wear trousers because of rigging.
To be fair, that's more of a
And-
sailor thing than a pirate thing.
Right.
There is
So,
a difference.
So you gotta consider that pirates live under the freedom of the sea. So we all have our own characters. We're all our own
Okay.
men and women under the flag. So
Okay.
I'd say pirate shit is have your code or have your code of the ship. And watch each other's backs. He looks at Paul and is like shrugs and like that's the one thing that unites pirates. Two things.
Is to have each other's backs?
Yeah, well, two things then, yeah.
Is there not anything else that distinguishes you from other groups of individuals? Because I have heard that twice before in my lifetime.
Well, the code is a bit different. Like different ships, but different ships have different codes. So you can't say that ship. You know, all pirate ships have different codes. Like.
So
For
what
me-
is it then?
Mm.
What is it that makes you a pirate?
I take shit. I do what I want, but I don't fuck people over.
So is that any different from a thief?
Do thieves have codes? Can't.
Yes, some do.
Depends on the thief.
Is it
I
not-
guess-
No.
well, I guess we're boat thieves because then we got boats.
Would it not be that the thing that defines you as a pirate is that you have decided to live a lifestyle that you determine to be appropriate for a pirate, and you have selected to use that as your denominator, pirate?
But you could say that about thieves, I guess, or priests. They choose to live a life by their own rules. You could say about any fucking job or professional, fucking whatever.
I just know I am very sure of what I am as a time
I'm
wizard.
a fucking pirate, like.
Exactly.
You do your
Josiah.
bullshit. Hello.
As you've been eating and drinking, can you
Yeah.
make for me a Constitution saving throw,
Oh my god.
as well as anyone else who's been eating and drinking?
I've not.
I would have been drinking.
Just specify.
yeah. Con save.
Yes, please.
Food.
Is it all going to disappear? Because it is magic food.
Ah. Okay,
Anyone?
that's all for now. Carry on.
DM is
I-
getting bored, so he's fucking with us. Okay.
So
I
what
am
is?
not. No, go on, please, Paula.
I was just thinking. So what is the plan now? We've got this dragonborn bloke.
Going. I thought that Josiah is going to have a chat with what was her name again? Loxana, and try and
Right.
find out a little bit more about what else he happens to be other than a pirate.
Yeah,
And then
Arceus going
maybe-
to try on Jacob, and then I guess we'll have some understanding of Arcade here, and then we'll leave. It was just the way I interpreted everything today. It's been a fucking quick journey. Was this place had fallen, like, because Loxana don't leave here. That was the major thing when I spoke to Fellis. It was that Loxana don't leave, and then I've got Loxana's symbol, and that was.
Not only that as well, but Loxana apparently had visited you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've seen, and I saw her.
Yeah.
Like, well,
I mean-
he sees that as like a dream vision thing, like she came in his dream, not like she wasn't wandering around the boat.
Oh,
but
right,
that's-
Dream Dragon.
so- Dream tracking.
Yeah. Not only that, but it could be that she projected image or sent something to you. This is just magic.
Yeah,
Like
that
common
bit,
spells.
she might have been. That's magic shit. I filed that under magic shit. I didn't think she was actually literally wandering around the ship, but I could be wrong.
So what is it then that made you bring us all here?
Because I thought either Josiah was.
Talking about yourself in the third person now. I thought we were in
No,
character.
well,
Sorry, if
Jacob-
we're out of character.
You're doing the Jacob thing.
It's your fault you picked two names that sound
Yeah,
not
yeah.
very similar, but had the same beginning.
It was like, well, I thought Jacob out okay, and I thought, well, those four lasses were very capable. It's better to take them on now with the help of those four lasses, rather than those four lasses get killed trying to retake this place. and then us turn up later trying to retake the place. It made sense. Strike now, strike with a group of capable people, and take this back if this had fallen. But I was wrong. I'll say it. And he was eating another bit of his sausage.
And as you guys are talking, eventually the door to your like main living space will open as you guys are more milling about doing your business. And Arkia will, like, you'll see him with a small trolley, like with wheels and like various implements and tools on it as it just like wheels in with like a slight squeaky wheel on the one side.
Implements and tools, question mark. That sounds ominous.
Magic shit.
Yeah, magic.
Components.
Okay. I was thinking of something else. Okay.
It's all covered by like a large cloth at the moment, and you'll see he's flanked by Felis, and Felis will like obviously just say, "We've managed to bring all of the tools here. They're relatively transportable. We're going to see if Arkia can, our father here, can look in on this Jacob."
Aye. How was Loxana?
We haven't and then Arkia will, "We haven't visited her yet. As I have explained, when she's communing with her patron, it is best to leave her be. I wanted to conclude this business first."
Fair enough. Okay.
Who is most familiar with this Jacob?
I'll put my hand up. And then I'll put Bonnet's hand down if he raises his hand.
Preemptively.
And basically, Arkia is going to ask you for as much description, detail, information about him. It's going to take 5-10 minutes or so. As he explains, the better you know the person, the better. And he would also ask, do you have anything like a picture of them, or something with their likeness, maybe like something they've owned, or maybe a piece of them, like hair or something like that?
Can I say, this is up to you, DM,
Okay.
because I lived with the guy for like 10-15 years. Can I say, like, you gave me a belt or something, like a hand-me-down? That just part of my realm shuffle.
Yeah, sure, why not? That'll come under possession or garment. Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, that it's not impossible.
It makes sense, because it's
not
pirate
impossible.
hand-me-downs,
Yeah,
isn't it? Right.
It's not impossible, and it's not like you have a fucking TK Maxx around the corner to like buy new clothes every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you're describing, I can minor illusion his face
Which would
as you describe it.
also
And then,
help,
yeah.
because essentially there are different things that change the save modifier. And obviously, knowing the person casting the spell, the better they know the person, the better. And then obviously, the connection is based off then something they can use to scry with. So a possession is better than a picture, so you've already got that step above already. And then what it is, it'd be second-hand knowledge, unfortunately, because Arkia has never heard of nor seen this guy. He's only getting this description from you guys, or from Josiah predominantly.
Yeah, I don't have any, and there's no PP that allows me.
Yeah, because looking at the scry spell, it asks for a body part, i.e. lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like. Unfortunate, but that would have been the most ideal. And again, like, he'll sit with you for a moment as they pull one of the like large tables over, and like Arkia will sit in one of the armchairs in front, and you'll see like this metal wire stand, and then a large orb is placed on it with 2 small bowls of liquids, candles, incenses, and other implements are placed around that are coming from under this cloth. And basically Felis is acting like he'll, like this, the nurse, he'll call for a tool and she passes it and he places it and starts laying out this ritual in front of you guys. Is there anything anyone does while this is being prepared? It's probably going to take 10 or so minutes to set up once he's spoke with you, Josiah.
I guess he's sort of sat cross-legged near to it, just sort of waiting, like.
Yeah.
He looks slightly nervous, I guess, if anyone's got like a high insight. He looks like tense.
I'll be curiously just watching them prep the spell.
I was just checking in
I
case
am
you
watching.
wanted to do anything in the meantime.
It's out of my nerdy magic interest, yeah.
One by one, the pieces are placed. And when the final piece is placed, Arkia will explain. There is no guarantee that this will work. But with everything you've given and like holding the belt in his hand, this that you said he once possessed should provide a good chance that this will work.
It's the best chance we've had of getting information.
Carl, would you roll Jacob's save for me against this scry spell? Because you're not doing anything at the moment. Roll me a d20. Let's see. And if he crits, everyone boos Carl. Because
He could
Carl
be day
rolled.
trading for all we know, to be fair to him. I don't know.
Oh!
Okay.
It's
Not a crit, that's a positive.
Well,
or
the thing is, in terms
You
of
want low?
yeah, for you guys, low is better because you're rolling to save against the scry spell. You're doing Jacob's
Yeah.
roll.
I'm
You're
halfway
rolling the
there then.
baddies.
Yeah, no, that's good. And obviously, with the modifier of -4 from the possession and +5 because it is unfortunately secondhand knowledge, it would make that roll a 10 before whatever Jacob's wisdom is, which I'm not going to spoil. And that then goes against Arkier's spell DC, which I'm not going to spoil.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would expect both to be
He's
relatively
a
high.
magic man under the fucking sea. It's going to be pretty high.
Yeah, considering he's made this entire domicile, yeah, you would hope his DC is pretty decent. But you don't know Jacob and his bullshits either, thankfully. But Arkia will take a few moments and you watch the eyes roll back into his head and like they just gloss over with like a grey as the pupils disappear. And you'll hear him just mouth very quietly to you all. I think I've got it. Seems it's worked.
Sort of fist. Josiah fist bumps a little bit.
And Felis will kind of just put a hand on his shoulder, because obviously he's now blind for all intensive purposes. I see, looks to be like a dock yard. I can see the person you described talking with a number of just workers, men, sailors. And you've seen, he's very like spaced out between his words as he's obviously like taking things in, then explaining little bits. They're transporting things onto a ship. And they're taking people off in chains. I see one nearby. Black hair, scraggy. Woman, maybe, petite and small. Yellow eyes. And you kind of, you kind of see Arkia leaning in, almost as if he's trying to squint and look at something, but obviously the pupils are gone. Can't see much more. That one's been brought to him, and he's talking with her.
Can I do a history check? That doesn't ring a bell to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are
okay.
you trying to ring a bell with?
The description of the woman, like, I've never heard.
Well, this is a person in chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I never met the. Okay, well, I'm just thinking maybe I've met.
It's a prisoner. It's not
person.
like he's like new like servant or something. This is a prisoner that's been took off the ship. Some have been taken away, and then this one's been brought to him. They're speaking back and forth for a moment, and then she's eventually taken away as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got black wiry hair, petite female, yellow eyes.
Human.
Human looking, yes, but anything that's different is the
The,
eyes.
yeah.
Then you kind of see him cock his head a little bit and look to the side, like almost as if his head's like the orb that's spying. You see. And then you'll immediately kind of see him jolt backwards, and then, like, the eyes return. I think I was seen. The man you said, the man we were looking at, he looked clean at the orb.
Yeah, he's got some fucking magic bullshit, okay, alright.
He definitely has the ability to see things that no normal man should.
Anything out of the usual, well, like, apart from the slaves, he was mind controlling, well, something was mind controlling the dock workers before, could you see that?
They didn't look mind controlled to me. They looked normal.
Right.
He'll give a vague description of, like, some of the outfits they're wearing, which it could be. Like, it's just standard dock outfits, like, you know what I mean? Like, deckhands.
Yeah, the way he described the dock, was it like the one we visited?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The description would have been the large cove with the large craggy rock faces and the small buildings surrounding. It matches the description of where Josiah is docked up. Well, where he's
Jacob.
Yeah, where his hideout is. Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling him Snake Up.
Snake.
Snake Up.
If you do not mind me interrupting, may I ask? You said that they conversed. Was it antagonistic?
Some of the prisoners were taken off, and this one was brought to him, and it looked interrogatory, but I couldn't hear what was being said.
Could you tell anything about what was said? Was it in common, for example, or in the language?
He couldn't hear. He only it looked interrogatory, but he couldn't hear what was being said.
You said that she had yellow eyes.
Yes.
Mm.
And he'll give the rough verbal descriptions. So you've got yellow eyes, the wiry, scraggy, like shoulder-length black hair, petite, feminine figure.
They didn't look like Yuan-Ti, did they?
They could be passable for potential purebloods, maybe, but it's hard to tell. The biggest giveaway would be the scales in the more softer parts of flesh and the teeth. But some Yuan-Ti purebloods do possess yellow eyes.
Flash looks so Navarra.
Mm-hmm. Navarra just looks a little... She's like looking off into space almost, like brain wearing kind of deal. Does that make sense? How many were there taken off the boat?
He'll explain that he probably saw about 6 or 7 prisoners being taken off the boat, but he only got a good look at the one. The rest were taken away and out of the range of the purview. But as you guys are just like thinking back and forth, Fellis will like speak up. You all don't look like this was exactly what you were expecting. Is there a problem with what Father saw?
I don't really know the scrying spell. I guess I'm looking.
Well, the
for
scry
answers.
spell gives us essentially a purview into a person or a space of what is going on right now. But you're looking perplexed, almost as if it's not what you were expecting.
I think it's
Is
more
this
because
not right? Is this the wrong person?
No, it's the right person, and he is kidnapping people, so that makes sense. I think I'm more trying to divine what he's up to. Like again, slaves, purebloods. I don't. It's more information, but less answers. That's why I'm thinking.
Instead of answers, we've just found more questions.
Unfortunately, I think that will be the case until we get having a view of something that somebody has done, they could be scrying on us right now, unless you have some sort of ward that could stop it, maybe, Arcadia?
Sure,
If they saw you, they might be able to follow.
When someone sees the orb, that doesn't necessarily mean they will understand where or any means of who. They are just aware that someone is looking in.
If the redhead was there, she'd probably assume it was us.
I think that
A
anyone
description
would assume
matching
right now.
Charlotte was not given.
No.
Mm.
Not only that, but this is no. There are very low-level magics that are able to see scrying spells. It might just be that he might have some sort of one that is always going, or maybe some sort of item that is able to do that for him. It is just looking for invisible things. You can do that, can you not, Josiah?
In some ways, I sense when people are hiding the true forms or invisible.
Magic.
Yeah, Can we talk to Arcadia frankly now? Can we?
What do you mean?
You kind of
Well-
see Arkia's, like, eyes squint just a slight.
Yeah, he's like, well, somewhere along the lines, and I don't know where I thought of this, was your name was linked to his, and I'm trying to remember whether that was, whether I had heard rumours of your name and assumed that he was the one that had made a deal with you.
Make a history check, and I'll give you a brief glimmer, depending. Maybe a bit of memory.
See.
I will tell you who it was. Because it was me.
You remember... You do remember the name being seen. You vaguely remember that it was written on paper. And this was at Josiah's... No, I keep saying Josiah instead of Jacob. At Jacob's gaff. You saw Arkia's name written.
Right.
I shan't explain more than that because your roll was pretty shit.
I was.
It was written in a contract.
Not.
You
Not
and he just looks at us
exactly.
like, you do it, you know, and we're
Are
coming
you
this far,
sure?
so- yeah, because we might as well try and find out. One of two things is going to happen. Either he's Jacob's evil patron, he's going to kill us all, or we're going to find out more information. So
That is very true.
Everyone roll
Okay.
initiative.
Best way
So-
to find a trap is trigger the trap.
Well, no, that's genuinely the worst way to find a trap is to trigger the trap.
If you knew where it is, then.
Definitely the quickest.
Ivara kind of steps forward at this moment. She's kind of been like stepped off a little bit and will step into the main kind of body of the room and will say, essentially, we found numerous contracts within the desk of Jacob Prescott. These were all, from my best memory, were all basically enslaving the writer to be
Do
operated.
you
when they were
present
not-
the one that you took?
Yeah, I'll go into my secret pouch and bring it out.
Do you allow Arkia to look at it?
Oh, I'll look towards Josiah. Oh, yeah. In for a penny, in for a pound.
yeah,
In
he's like
for
bold
a,
action.
in for a copper, in for a silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will show and essentially.
Arkia looks it over and very quickly responds and explains that and shows you that his name's not written on this contract like you just said.
No, see, this is where it gets interesting. I'm sorry, Josiah, to let your bubble. It talks about the Great One, and then we had a conversation. and I was asking if you would know of any things that would be depicted as the Great One, and you said maybe Archaea, because you've probably seen that name within Jacob's office, and maybe we made the connection from there. But I think it was more.
Right.
We don't
Yeah,
know if he was or not.
I figured
As
that.
A bit
like-
more as you're talking about it. I will explain. It was found in a ledger book describing processes into whatever Jacob's doing. And Jacob mentioned he was looking for a person by the name of Archaea. Seemingly, and you would hopefully assume, the person in front of you.
So, what I believe is happening, and I will sum it up as best as I possibly can. I believe that Jacob is looking for you to basically use you, if that would make sense. I'm not quite sure what for just yet, but I believe that there is bigger things at play. There seems to be, and I'm sorry to bring this up because it does not really seem like the right part, but it seems like there is maybe numerous players moving onto the board. We already know that there is a demon princess that is trying to make headways into the Crimson Isle. There seems to be some sort of Yuan-ti threat, as we have already discussed, and then Jacob is now looking for yourselves. There seems to be something going on.
What I would say is, I think Jacob's beyond the Yonti threat. I think he's getting
But what
the
about
Yonti together.
Gissa?
Enslaving them though?
Mm.
If they were chained up, it's not exactly friendly.
Well, I don't know if I have had this discussion with you, Paula. I don't think I have. I think I have kept a lot of things secret. I will apologize very quickly. I hide things. It is a thing, apparently. So, basically, it might be that this Yuan-ti in particular is maybe an outlier. They are not really one for emotion. They tend to be very, how do I explain? They basically, they were, from what I can understand, based on the ancient text, was that they sort of cannibalized themselves and became Yuan-ti, losing their humanity over time as they devoted themselves to the snake god. So it wouldn't, enslaving each other doesn't seem that far out of it. If they, well, literally, we went to the laboratory and found, you know.
So he could be working with Yuan-ti, but these ones are needed
The
for
ones
something.
at the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Different faction, maybe.
No.
Or
I do not know.
more questions, no answers.
And as you guys are talking, Archaea is still looking over this contract, which that's what the rolls are for. And you'll see him kind of like take two claws and kind of scratch at a piece of the parchment. And
What is it?
Just looking over the different aspects of the contract, seemingly sealed and binded by a greater
Blood.
being. It looks fiendish in nature.
Fiendish.
Yes, normally, and you'll kind of like adjust your spectacles. Normally, contracts are done through the plane of Mechanus. Are you aware of this?
Yes. The plane of clockwork. Order.
Yes. Well, there are beings known as Maruts, and they're normally the ones that oversee a Marut.
The enforcement ones. Is that right?
They're the ones
It
that
was-
empower the contracts and will punish those that stray. Most contracts that are of significance are usually dealt with in such a way. It's not uncommon, though, that other planes can be used as enforcements and guarantors. It seems
Then-
these contracts are sealed in
Devilish.
fiendish. It's unsure whether it is devils or demons per se. But
It would be highly
fiendish-
unlikely. Oh,
What's
carry
that?
on. Sorry, okay.
You're right. It's not common, but not impossible.
Yeah, it is just that from my knowledge, demons tend to be less about operating under contracts. They are a little bit more chaotic. But it may be. I completely agree.
You are entirely correct, but unfortunately, with things such as succubi, there are plenty of outliers there still. They tend to
Those are
offer
devils, no?
They are demons.
Are they not?
No, they're demons.
I did not know that. Okay, you
Was
learn
that a
something
Rose?
new
Was
every
that a
day.
Rose thing or a Nivara thing?
No, I couldn't
Okay.
remember which one
Yeah,
they
no,
were, and
succubi-
Nivara took a stab.
No, succubi are demons, and they are a massive outlier because you would, given how they act and comparable to other demons,
Yeah.
you would think they're devils. They're not. They're demon. I didn't
Oh,
know
shit.
this either properly.
Or maybe it might be a Loth, a yoga Loth.
Yeah, and back and forth, you two start discussing the various different creatures, but he'll kind
Do you
of
know
like, go on.
one thing before we go on? Do you know what might speak in deep speech? That is what the contract is written in, no?
It is,
What's
but
is a fiend?
there's a most intelligent fiendish creatures often speak many languages, but the first creatures that come to my mind that speak deep speech as a primary language are possibly illithids.
Which I did potentially kind of think, but
A lot of
It is-
aquatic-based species also communicate through deep speech, as well
Are
as
there
some
any-
more abyssal and eldritch entities.
would there be one that is both fiendish in nature and also speak deep speech that you would know of?
I would need to look through my known research, but I would say it's entirely possible that there's a couple, maybe more.
It is just another potential route for research. I would offer to do it myself, but apparently nobody has books in the archipelago. Except for you now. I now see you have probably got the only library within several hundred miles.
Well, considering
It
the
is.
majority of the residents here don't know how to read, it would probably make sense.
Yes.
They would have no need for something they cannot utilize.
Oh, I understand. It is just I kind of miss them a little bit, as you can understand. It is. I am quite used to doing
Well,
some light reading.
Is there any particular topics that you study particularly?
Oh well, my expertise. I deal with chronomancy. It is my area, but I am also a historian, and I enjoy reading books and accounts of all sorts of times through history. I am very interested. I don't know if you would have anything regarding the Krieg and potentially time altering.
And you'll see, like, he's got a small necklace that's around his neck, and you'll see him undo the clasp, and as he pulls it, and it, like, kind of, rolls around his neck as he comes away, the metal stiffens into a wand.
Oh.
And he'll kind of, with a swish and a flick, just like Wingardium Leviosa, over towards the bookshelf, and you'll kind of see some of the books go through a metamorphosis and change on the shelf.
Oh.
I don't have much on chronomancy, although I am aware of it. The Krieg is rather dull, as it is more than covered by thousands of people, but I have put some books there of some similar topics and hopefully of interest while you're here.
Do you have anything from pre-Krieg?
I have some referential documents, as well as one book that I will unfortunately not be lending, as it is incredibly rare. I possess a book that survived the damage in the war and was written beforehand, not a retelling.
It is a first edition.
Essentially,
pre-Krieg.
he has a book that was written before the Krieg.
Before the Krieg.
Yeah, written by the people that probably died.
Oh. Would I at least be able to look at it? I don't want to lend it. You can be there the entire time. I just want to kind of read the page or two.
The British Museum is showing, oh no.
The ultimate nerd. She's like, she's getting closer at this point, and like
she's like an American when they smell oil in a different country, like heavy sweating, just like freedom.
I imagine she's got like her hands clasped together, and she's like moving forward, and as she's asking, it's almost like she's not begging as such, but you know when someone's like, I would really,
imploring.
Really, yeah, please, can I just maybe read a page? It would be an absolute honor. It was my area of expertise before stuff happened, so I would really like to have a look.
Come on, man, just one sniff of the pages.
Just one hit, dude.
It is like, honestly, it is almost like...
You can tell.
Yeah, all for a book.
I was imagining it's more like somebody who once, you know, got addicted to drugs and did them for many times, and there's completely had to quit cold turkey because there's none in sight, and someone's gone, do you want a bit? And she's like, yes! Let me look at the book!
Yeah, but please...
Please, book.
Once we've spoken with everyone here and dealt with everything, I can't see there being a problem that you can't look upon the book.
And she'll turn to Josiah at this point, like, honest to like, not full happiness, because she is still an elf and she is slightly reserved, but for the first time she'll look at Josiah and go, this journey was worth it.
He gives a confused thumbs up. Like...
Yeah, because literally, the only two people that actually even understand the gravity of what's being spoke about is you two. Like, not even Felis, like... Because her area of expertise is nothing to do with this. None of the other party members, like, so yeah, you two are geeking out, and like, everyone else is just kind of like, cool. Cool.
I mean, it's the only thing that I have ever seen pre-Krieg, and it's like, you know, when you're talking to someone who actually understands you, like, she is quite intelligent, and usually she doesn't speak to people that will get on her level, if that makes sense. And she'll go, we found these tablets that we believe had been outside a temple and had fallen away during the blast. And honestly, it was like the most extraordinary thing I'd ever seen in my life. It seemed to be like some sort of early common. And then from there we kind of got more interesting things, to the point that, well, I can almost speak it now with Ancient Tieran.
Because I akin Ancient Tieran to the real-life equivalent of Latin, do you know what I mean? It's like a dead language that is spoken. It's an ancient dead language. Some have studied it enough to probably recite it, but like the average Joe, just not even a clue.
No, and the way I imagined it is like, because of after the Krieg went off, is common was like it would take a while for people to rebuild society. Yeah, so like Ancient Tieran is like a mix of pre-Krieg and early Common that's
Yeah.
kind of mushed together,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
Common comes from Ancient Tiaran,
Yeah,
like
it
how
bor-
our language has
you'll
borrowed.
notice some words are the same because like how English is, where it's borrowed from Latin and all this. Some of Common words are the same in Ancient Tiaran because they've been translated over it better enough and various things. But
So she'll say
conversation
this to
goes
him and
back
be like,
the conversation
Yeah.
does go back and forth. And obviously the rest of you are there if you wish to do anything.
"You're there."
Once the conversation's ended, Josiah's got a question or two.
Go for it.
Oh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to take up so much of your time, but excellent.
I was just talking about a timeline and what's next is. When would you like us to leave? Or are we waiting to speak to Loxana and then will you...
I will be checking in on Loxana this evening and see if she is available. Because as I said, for the last few days now and even longer, she has been in a communicative ability with her patron. She has done this a number of times where she will be in direct communication and does not wish to be disturbed. It's a way of deepening their bond and realizing their potentials with each other.
well, so... Ideally, we'll be leaving tomorrow.
Once everything is concluded, yes, we will have you sent back whence you came.
Yes, we don't wish to encroach on your hospitality.
We should have the means of sending you, as Felis explained, directly aboard your vessel.
And just from my curiosity, I just want to know about you. Are you just a very powerful wizard under the ocean?
That's about as accurate a description as you'll find. When you've lived the years I have. Powerful weird wizard who lives beneath the sea sounds about right.
I didn't say weird. You said weird.
I could see your intention.
Well,
But it-
it's more because like we've seen some gods, seen some weird shit, and I just to see if you were like a mortal that was very clever as opposed to some being. That's why I was asking.
The end goal has never been immortality, but I have ways of bending the arm of those that wish to progress my life.
Wizard shit, yes. And he just nods.
There are many spells, potions, and rituals that can be done.
And Felis wasn't sure about this, so I'm curious to ask. Are your daughters? Did you make them? Or well, I guess everyone makes their daughters, but is that him laughing?
That was me. Because it was, I understood what you're getting at, but it just the delivery was just so weird.
He's like, he thinks for a second. He's like, oh, that does sound. He's like, well,
They are my daughters, and that's all that matters. They are made
yeah.
of my own flesh and blood, and that of their mother.
Very well. Just sort of nods his head.
Right, well, Father, I'm going to, and this is Felis. I will go and check in with some of the other sisters and make sure that they're getting equipmented and things ready, because obviously if everything is we're discovering it to be, we should be ready to go in about 3-4 days. Yes, fellas, that would be much appreciated if you check in with your sisters and prepare them. Hopefully the journey can't be as long as the one you have come back from. Right.
Oh, where are you going?
Depending on the outcomes of Father's next discoveries, it should be one of a few places. We'll only find out once we're ready to leave.
I'm just asking because I'm making sure you're not going after Jacob. That's why I was asking. Wherever you travel these worlds is your own business.
Right. I will see you all later. Hopefully with Loxana, and hopefully we can be together for a meal or something more socially ritualistic. And Felis will head off. And Arkier will kind of get to his feet and have all of the belongings put back onto the cart as he's speaking with you all. If you have any problems while you're here, do let me know. I will be in the floor where you met me before. I can return relatively quickly. Enjoy your stay here. It's as comfortable as can be. And I will be collecting you all in a few hours.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Much obliged.
And just with it, as the wheel squeaks out.
Yeah.
The door to your chamber shuts and seals. And it is just the party now. Again.
So he can make sausages that replenish themselves, but he can't fix the squeaky wheel.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Is that really what you took out of all of that?
It just stood out when
well, you know, of everything you pick up about a squeaky wheel. Jeez.
Maybe he likes it. Maybe it's so he doesn't like scare people when he's wheeling his trolley around.
Yeah, you know he's
I thought
coming.
you meant.
You know when he's
Yeah.
coming, you can just hear down the corridor.
Oh dear me, getting worried about you lot.
Ah, Jesus. Is there anything you guys do, or do you all enter a state of rest?
Yeah, I think if we're not getting collected for a bit, I think just resting up.
Just giving you guys the chance in case Rose wishes to conspiratize.
She's muted at the minute, so I think she's gone for a second.
Ah, beautiful. Let's progress the story while she's not here. A few hours do indeed go by as promised, and you have time to reflect upon your situation, where you are, and what hopefully will be done. Oh, and I will point out that Arkier did leave the contract with you guys. He didn't take it.
Yeah, no sound.
Anything that was brought in by him and is taken out by him. Obviously all the ritual stuff. He didn't take anything else with him that you saw. Barnet gannets away and eats at the food.
Sausage.
Yes. And you all will eventually be sated, rested, and ready when Felis will come and will open the door, and you notice that she's not as jovial as normal. She's a bit more stern. You will come with me, please. We're going to see Loxana.
Aye? Something happened.
No, that's just some unusual behaviors, that's all. Welcome back, Rose. Oh my god. Guess what?
All dead, Rose.
We're going to see Loxana. I hope you're ready.
Ooh, interesting.
Is there anything Nivara would have said when the party was alone? Just give you a chance.
I'm just percolating at the moment. Let me
Okay.
keep going. Do we long rest?
You should already be long rested.
Yeah, we haven't done anything since.
No, I just had a. I spent a spell slot on Mage Armor. That's
You would
it.
have had a short
Just
rest,
wondering.
but not a long rest.
No, that's fine. I don't need it then. Cool.
By a few
Well,
hours,
yeah, they are.
Nivara would understand that you were left to rest for precisely 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Oh, why is that gone?
You have the keen mind feat, remember? I'm gonna give her down.
Oh, my armor class just dropped. Never mind.
Ah, that's because the
I
mage
think it
armor
was.
expired.
I
no,
only
wait.
click long
Mage Armor's
rest. It's
8
real
hours.
weird.
Isn't it?
Would it still be going?
Yeah.
if I
Mage
cast it
armor.
anymore.
You've only been here like 5 hours or so. So he's got another 3 of mage armor. It's 8 hours mage armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go. Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
No, that doesn't work on my armor class. Should be a 16. I'm just going to ignore whatever it says on here because with mage armor up, it does that. Cool.
And as you guys are walking, like, you'll notice the pace is slightly quickened by Felis. And every so often you'll hear half the conversation as messages are probably being passed back and forth, and you'll hear Felis reply, "No, father, I'm bringing them. We'll be there as quick as we can. How is everything?" And then... Right. Keep us stable as long as we can. We're heading there now. We're just on the 4th floor. We'll be there in about 5 minutes.
When you mentioned that Loxana was displaying some unusual behavior, what did you mean?
Remind who and when that was said?
You said that like 2 seconds ago.
Felis said something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that to Josiah, but yeah.
Oh, you said that we all had to go, so
no,
I thought we were
that's
all
fine.
going.
No, but you would have overheard it, so it's fine. Father went to check on Loxana, and there was just a few things that were wrong, that's all. We're going there now, and hopefully everything should be sorted by the time we're there, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll see her listening again. Have you been able to rouse her yet? I should be able to use one of my spells when I get there if need be, Father. If she's unresponsive. And this is again is like you going at a slightly quickened pace going through the facility. So, and then you'll hear a break, and then so long as she's breathing, that's perfectly fine. We'll be able to sort the rest. Right, we'll be there in a moment. And then eventually, as you're going through corridors and doors and elevators and elevations, you will eventually walk through into a living chamber, and then you're led through this living chamber that's very stylized. It seems decorated to a person's tastes. It looks essentially you're walking through the living room of what you would assume is Loxana's living space in this huge facility. And you will walk through and into the back room where you find the metal walls have got numerous incantations and sigils and runes marked and drawn onto the wall with chalk and paint and oils and various different things, and you notice that Arkier is studying some of them at one of the walls. And in the center of the room, almost catatonic, you see a very similar looking person to Felis lying flat in the middle of the room. And Felis will immediately go over and kneel down, and you'll see the one hand glow as she places it upon the chest of the person. She's muttering an incantation. Narkia will turn to you all and go, right. Unfortunately, it would seem, Josiah, that you are not able to speak with my daughter at the moment. Gesturing to the body on the floor. Loxana here is currently, and I'm trying to understand quite exactly what is going on, but he's locked in a mental trance of sorts as it is at the moment.
It could be to do with this guesser who she sent me after. Could someone have locked her in a trance?
There are many spells and traps that can do such a thing. I have warned her about pursuing certain ends, but I'm trying to understand. It seems some of these markings on the wall, because he's kind of talking to you, like half looking at you, and then he's looking at the runes. It seems that Loxana's patron here was having her dig through astral projection and access various different parts of the archipelago. Father, she's not responding. I've tried the restoration, I've tried healing. The problem is her body's there and intact and fine. There's no ailment here that I can cure. Yes, it was worth a try, daughter. I did wonder that this might have been a problem. It would seem that wherever her mind may be at the moment is where the mechanism for release will also be. And she'll and Archaea will look over to you, Vlad. Do you have any attributes or spells of your own that you may wish to try? Being one of the cloth and that of healing, I would hope you have some rejuvenative abilities.
That would depend on what you've already tried and failed. I have the standard healing spells.
And Felis will explain. I've tried curing wounds. I've tried lesser and greater restorations. I've even tried, dare I even hope to say, I even tried using revival spells. And yeah, you would have seen, like, throughout the time, she was pulling out various components and materials doing such things.
Well, you have more than me, because I only have lesser restoration, the best one. Yes, that's...
Yeah, I sense an absence in her body. She's here, but not. That Felis will be the projection. What she is both here and not. And you'll see Archaea walking over to a book in the one corner of the room and picks it up. And you'll see him, like, casting a spell over it, trying to access it. Is there anything people do while in this moment?
I think, like, Josiah's, like, a couple of meters away, just sort of looking at this body, like, not moving, just looking at this body.
Yeah, fully catatonic.
It's more he's just sort of staring and thinking, like, this. It's like it should have been a moment of closure, but now it's like he's concerned for someone he's never met. There's a lot of weird feelings.
Can I do a perception check to see if anyone else has been in this room? Like, did somebody come in and do this to her, or?
Go for it.
Perception. Shite. 17.
You don't see, like, you don't see signs of a struggle. You don't see, like, dusty footprints. You don't see scratch marks. You don't see, like, anything that would attribute to anything that would pique your interest. But what you do smell. Every so often in the air, you just get this foul smell of...
Sorry.
I was waiting for that.
I was going to say Barnett needs to lay off the sausages, but
Well, it's not that type of smell. It's sulfuric.
mm.
Yeah. So sniffing the air, I go, is that sulfur? Is that normal?
Anyone who wishes to piece something together based off that, you may make an arcana, a religion, or a history check.
Well,
Your choice on what you think is the correct answer.
Damn it.
Anybody else?
I'll do a religion.
Josiah and Vlad, you would both be aware. You would both be aware that it is known that when devils teleport, they often leave behind a heavy sulfuric smell and deposit. And given that, with the information of that you were aware and told that Loxana's patron was fiendish
Yeah.
in nature,
Mm.
there is a link. A slight one, but a link.
Well, I mean, for Josiah's head, that could just be, well, she was communing, then they left, and then she just projected, and yeah.
I would obviously hand that over just in case as well.
Hmm.
Do we know who a patron is?
I have heard the name, but I do not know of the entity. I will put it in the chat so you may get its spelling.
Ziff.
Ziff, yes.
So, is she my patron and Ziff's her patron? Is that how it works? I don't. Wish I could have asked her.
It's a curious thing that you have been reached out to seemingly by Loxana. I was not aware that she bore the abilities yet to be able to bestow power to another.
So is Ziff your patron?
I mean, I work for whoever I spoke to. I spoke to Loxana, so I don't know. I've never heard of this Ziff or spoken to him, so I don't know. Maybe
Roxana's the supervisor and Ziff's the manager?
Perhaps. You mean quartermaster and captain, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that now. Thank you.
And as Arkia is like responding to you, you'll watch as like you hear like glass shattering, and you see a shimmer that was around the book shatter into dust that sparkles and glimmers in the air and then just floats to the floor. And then you will see him carefully open the first main page of this book, as he's probably broken some protection that was on it. And then you will see him again casting more spells as he overlooks some of these pages. Is there anything else anyone does?
No, I was just waiting.
Going through the pages one by one, you all watch as Arkia studies the book and then looks at some of the runes around the wall, looks at the book as almost as if he's like comparing them, or maybe looking for like a key to a cipher, or putting pieces of a puzzle together, or trying to do big brain conspiracy rosing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will get to a page and you'll watch the brow furrow as much as the scaled leathery skin can. Then he will look at Loxana, look at the book. You'll see him look at one of the runes around the room. I think I know
What is
what
it?
might have happened here. Potentially. It would seem that Loxana here had been astral projecting into the hells to meet with Zif in... And he'll kind of, with his fingers, do a quote marks, hers. She had been doing this for a number of times with her commune. It seems every time she was communing with her patron, she was teleporting her soul to the hells. This Zif, as Loxana has put, has bore mention to a number of threats that have been detected. She hasn't written what, but Loxana here was being chosen to locate champions, as it were. Does that mean you, Josiah?
I would say, I guess. She needed my help. She gave me gifts. I guess I fight for her in some way. I guess I'm a champion. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever called me, I think.
But there's bare no mention here of what they are fighting, or nor what they're looking for, or who they're looking.
She gave me the name Gissa. Sounds Yonti.
Does anyone else in your group have mention of these creatures? Looks at each of you. This is most certainly a problem. Fellis, would you go and get your sisters, please? I think I have something that I wish to share, and they need to be aware of Loxana here. Yes, I will go and fetch them. Bear with me a moment. And then after Fellis leaves... Nivara, I think I know the problem here, and I might require your aid.
Ooh.
I'm more than happy to help.
Are you aware of what happens to a soul when it enters Avernus and other planes of the hells? Especially that of a person.
Not particularly. Planar stuff was not really my area of expertise, so please.
They change. The body and the soul often intertwine and go through metamorphosis. If not protected, and prolonged exposure can be either deadly or worse. It has been known to make devil anew out of those that wander too long in the planes of which they don't belong.
Are you suggesting that your daughter has been changing?
I believe so. And I believe the reason why she's not present is because her soul no longer fits the body that it once occupied.
Are you going to create her a new body?
I believe that it would either be the creation of a new, or the adjustments of the current. Because unfortunately, it has been heard that once the soul has been manipulated, there is no bringing it back.
Mm-hmm. So what do
Their
you
eyes
need
were
from me?
different.
What was that, Ben?
He was probably just saying his breath, like her eyes were weird or like her eyes were different. She had devil's eyes. That's all I saw.
Was they yellow?
I think they were just like devil's goat eyes kind of thing. Weren't
No,
they?
I believe they were yellow, yeah.
Oh, yellow. Okay.
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah. I believe they were glowing yellow, specifically.
Hmm.
Because all you saw was the eyes.
Yeah.
You saw that they were at a height of a shorter person, but you never saw like a silhouette. You never saw physical features outside of that.
Yup.
It would also her body is alive, that is the problem. Her soul is still tethered, but is unable to return. I believe we can probably do something, but it's going to take time. Something I can set up, but I do believe that with your chronological abilities, you might be able to implement some change. Although, I don't mean to say this in a demeaning fashion, but your powers are not developed enough to a point where I believe you are useful at this time.
No, it is quite right. I am still trying to uncover the secrets of time.
The potential is one of two things. One, you can have Loxana's body taken, placed upon the sticks, and have things expedited. Or we can reverse the metamorphosis by undoing the time that was spent in the Hells. Only then we'll be able to commune with Loxana correctly and get more answers into your friend here, and quite what is going on between them and Zif, and this Gissa.
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
Go on.
Are you suggesting that we effectively reverse time?
Either reverse the effects on the soul, or force advancement on the body. The only problem is taking the body to the sticks in Avernus is perilous and dangerous. And Loxana is resilient, but even heroes fall in that river.
Do we know what she would have wanted?
I can't talk to her at the moment. I have no understanding or knowledge of what or is.
Hmm.
The problem is, I can't commune with her, nor can I reach out, because what I am attempting to reach to is no longer there. If that makes sense. At what point do you keep changing pieces of a ship? Is it still considered the same ship? How many pieces of the soul do you change before it is still considered the same soul?
I haven't understood all the words you've said during this conversation, but I get that her soul is too devilly for her body, and her body's too humany for a devil soul.
That's pretty much bang on, yeah.
Yeah, he gets
Basically,
the gist.
it was square peg, square hole. Now
Yeah.
the peg is turned into a circle.
Yeah, one's got to change the others. Either you reverse time
Yeah.
to change one, or
Yes, exactly.
Devil-
Either
devil-
you
the body,
undo the
yeah.
time effects on the soul, or you take the body where it would begin changing and then advance the time there. Because change takes time.
I mean, that is a lot of problems with either option. If we were to reverse time, then we could implement in more ways than one. Do you know?
I am fully aware of the risks. I am just more concerned with the pieces at play here that if we do not adequately find ourselves answers, I believe we could be in far more shit than it's worth.
Okay.
As I said, at the moment I do not believe that such a thing is possible, but it is something that I can potentially put the body on hold. Freeze the process as best as I can and make sure that it does not go out of our reach.
I will need some time, I think, to understand the best ways to do this, because at the end of the day, if we are we are trying to do this on a singular body, on a person, but I do not understand quite yet the implications that would have on both her and the timeline.
It's a fair concern, and one that I believe needs to be looked into considerably. I apologize, Josiah, that you can't have things uncovered, and at this point, Fellis will return with the others, and you'll notice... So, until things are fixed here, it would seem unfortunately there is nothing I can do. We must heal
Would you?
our daughter.
I understand. Sorry to interrupt. Just so I can get this 100% accurate. Are you able to do this, or would you actually need myself to essentially speed or slow down time, put her in a stasis field of sorts, and speed her up? Am I understanding you correctly?
We'll talk about this later.
Yes.
You'll notice that there's a change in his tone and how he speaks when the other daughters return.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you also need to show me that book, so maybe when we are discussing, we can do that as well. I know this is not really the time, but what I am trying to say is...
Var, I think that's our cue to leave, and he'll start shuffling the bookworm out of the...
Well, can I have a moment with you, okay, alone, if it is not too much trouble, please? I just have a quick question.
Of course. I will leave you all here for a moment. Fellis, please inform your sisters about what has gone on and what is going on. Anarchia will take you out of the room and into one of the other rooms in, like, this small subsection of Loxana's.
Okay. What is it that you actually need from me regarding this?
One of two things, I believe, is the most adequate way to bring Loxana to the forefront so we can speak with her and understand things best. It is either, and in my opinion the most comprehensive, would be to apply chronomancy to the soul, revert the effects of time that have been done to the soul, undoing the metamorphosis into the devil, and bringing her soul human once more. the other method, which would work as well, would be to have her body transported to Avernus and place it in the River Styx, and then use chronomancy to speed the process so the body is not in the river for as long, leading to less chance of death. Because, as you may be aware, that river is highly deadly to those that enter.
So you essentially need for me to either speed it up or slow it down. Or reverse. Sorry, not slow it down.
Yes.
Okay.
I have means here of sedation and stasis. I can hold back any other changes for as long as I can, but I don't believe I can do so indefinitely, nor do I have any chrono-magical abilities of my own to do any such effects that you have explained that you are capable.
Yes, I currently am able to reverse back 6 seconds. It is not enough, I think.
That is
To
unfortunately not, no. I believe the last time I spoke with Loxana was about 5 days ago. I don't know how long she has been under, but it would be at least that.
This is it, and I understand how I would do it. I just don't have any way to. Does that make sense?
What are you missing?
To reverse time?
Yes. If this is a potential option, I would like to understand what it is you would need, or what it is you would need to obtain or train.
I would need a lot of things. I do not know if I.
Before you
It is
leave,
all-
make sure you leave me a list.
Okay. Would you do something for us if we were to do something for you?
If it is within the realm of possibility, I can definitely look into it.
A ship.
I was told
It
you
does not
a
have to be
vessel.
today. Yes, we have a very shitty ship. Like I am not going to. It is Josiah's pride and joy, but since we got here, he has been
It
extremely
really
jealous.
isn't. Like, he's out of character. Like, he knows how shit it is. I don't think he's ever commented about it being a good ship. He's just making that.
Damn.
Yeah.
You fucking damn.
I am just meaning I am more than willing to help. It just seems I know how important this thing with Prescott is to Josiah, and whilst I might I'm trying not to find the right phrase in common, but bust his balls. It is a little. I still want for him to get what he wants, because then he will help me get what I want. You understand a little quid pro quo, is that right?
I understand. I can certainly look into a vessel. Although I can't promise anything. The vessels that you have probably been acquainted with here are not easy to command.
Give me some time. I may need, if it is okay with you, I am currently researching a spell that would allow me to send messages over long distances, because I can only do it very short spaces. When I have some time to think and come up with a plan, because I think we will need some, basically, like, what I am thinking is to put the body, because that is where the soul is tethered to, in some sort of crystalline box. And then I can use that to amplify and essentially speed up, and then I will need some clockwork pieces, I am thinking. Give me some time. I need to start putting together the theory and the actual structure. If you are open to this, I think we can work together.
I believe we can.
Good. And just think of the ship. You know, maybe a small galleon or something. I do not know ships. That is the only one I know the word of. So, just better than our current ship.
What I will
You can
do
create anything.
What I will do for
No?
now, I will work on a galleon.
A
And
galleon?
I will work
Is that not
on,
what I said?
I will work on something. I have another item that I believe might be of use for you for the time being, and I will deliver it to you all before you leave. I will have Phyllis deliver you all back to your rooms for the time being, as I do not wish to have Loxana's room trampled on more than it has to while she is not here. Speaking.
Understandable. Keep her in stasis and keep the body healthy. It will be needed. I just don't know how to turn back time on a soul yet.
If I
The
could
theory is there.
turn back time.
Honestly, I am so surprised because that is all that has been going around in my head
If I
for
could
the last like
find
10
a
minutes.
way. Eventually,
Yeah.
Loxana will be given privacy as best as she can. Alkia will stay behind, and as he's explained, will try and put the body in some form of stasis. And Phyllis will be talking with you as you're heading back. Right. As father's explained, some sort of curse has overcome Loxana, unfortunately locking her soul out of her body. Until we can find a way to break the bond between. I'm unfortunate that there's no more. I don't think there's any more here that can be of use, or at least nothing to the effect that you were looking for. You've spoken with father, you've managed to speak with this Jacob, and unfortunately not so with Loxana.
It's okay. I think we've got. Your father knows how to contact us.
Yes.
We've got that line of communication now.
Yes, well, hopefully, spend the rest of your night here. Rest, and we can have you sent back in the morning.
Sounds good. Sorry, this is how you found out about your sister.
She's not dead. Just out of reach for now. We'll get her back. I'm not worried. I have faith, and I will maybe even see if I can get some guidance on something I can do myself. Eventually you will be deposited upon your room and left to your devices where Rose, even though your character has no access to light or any other means, you would know that it is exactly 6:42 p.m.
Under Dusty.
And you also know that north
I just know.
is feng shui appropriate for the room's layout.
Okay, thank you.
You have the evening.
Cool.
How much booze is there in this room?
There is one small, like, you know, the small table kegs with the tap.
Yeah.
There is one of those with ale that you've already drank from. There is a bottle, a green bottle with a dark red liquid inside, and there is also a slightly faded white bottle with a dark brown liquid inside.
I go for the dark brown liquid.
Yeah. And soon enough, as you pour, it does replenish as you see that it is a bottle of scotch. There is a bottle of wine, a bottle of scotch, and a keg of ale to tap into as you so please.
You wave some of the bottles around and it's like, I haven't got anything better to do tonight.
Paula's already got a drink in her hand.
Nivara's almost like I'm guessing there's an armchair that has like a small table next to it, and would have moved the table and started like
No, even better.
writing down.
Even better.
Is there a table?
No, there is. It's like a large, heavy, high-backed armchair, and it's got 2 metal bars on the outside of the arms, with small half tables attached. That, like, you can rotate them both inwards so they touch to create a table, a lap table, over the armchair, and then you pull them both apart and then spin them away so they're sticking outwards so you can stand up.
I will have to find out who has made his furniture. When I get to my tower, I would like this.
I
Sorry?
think Josiah waves his hands
Magicked it.
Yeah.
I take a moment to look at all the complex parts to it and be like, put a mental note like, do this at some stage. And then I am good. Nivara will start she's got some paper and she's just starting to write out what looks to be like, when someone's doing high level math and none of it makes sense, but it's all lines and diagrams and weird shit. It's basically someone writing the theory behind spell work, and she's just scribbling, and there's time, and then there's a weird drawing on one of the pages that seems to not make any sense, and she scribbled time is weird in Elvish underneath just trying to plot basically how to reverse time on a soul, or the beginnings of it almost. And we'll go, I will take a wine if that is okay. Sometimes alcohol is a good mind lubricant. Is that the right words?
Sure.
It is now.
Well,
It's also not true.
yeah, he's just can't have enough lubricant, I guess, and he pours a glass of wine, passes over.
I'm sorry, would you like to repeat that when I was actually not just black out? What? What'd you say, Ben? I'm so sorry. I do you ever do that thing where your brain just doesn't listen to what's being said? Because my brain
It
just
wasn't that
blacked.
important. He just said can never have enough lubricant and poured a glass of wine. It wasn't.
Cool. No, so it is usually the first drink. I don't know what it is, especially when you get fine Elvish wine that just seems to loosen things a little bit. There are even some people that believe certain psychotropics, is that the word? Certain substances that can illuminate and things like that. It is not merely my preference, but when in the company of pirates, you do what pirates do, no?
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Is Barnett eating another sausage?
Mm.
I mean,
So,
could interrogate Barnett some more.
well, I was actually more interested in asking some questions of everybody. It is not too much trouble, and she'll kind of put down the paper at this point, understanding that there's something else is going on. If it is okay, I would like to know a little bit more about everybody, and not just our furry friend. So, I mean, we could ask questions of people that we really want to know, and almost add truth, or you have to do something, or I could just ask random questions. Anybody? You were just looking at
Just
me this way.
ask what you want to know. I think. I think these are simple people. And he looks at Barnett,
Okay.
who's probably eating a sausage.
Yeah, you just told me to.
I said, "Are you eating a sausage?" Not. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh.
He likes his sausages, I think.
I believe he has no preference. Is what we determined. What about everybody else's love life, seeing as that is literally the only conversation topic that we have had the entire time that we have been speaking? Has anybody ever been in a relationship or been married?
Well, Vlad likes impaling men, I've heard. Barnet spent a night with someone.
Yes, you said. An interesting encounter.
Probably before the bloke more than Barnet. Like, do you like? Yeah. Dax, he just shudders a bit at that moment. Then he's like, "Oh." Dax, I think, keeps himself to himself, and he isn't here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Paula, another horny pirate.
Just
And
give you a wink.
yeah.
Do you have preference, Paula? Or you like are all pirates bisexual?
Most. I can tell.
Any
Any
holes
port
a
in the
goal?
storm?
Any port
I went for the
Yeah, any port in the
knife.
storm.
Any port in the storm.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever floats your boat. Oh dear. Okay. Has anybody been married or in a long-term relationship?
No.
No. People are going very quiet, so I will take
Oh,
note.
yes.
You're more than welcome to ask, but you know full well my answer to all these questions.
I know you are chaste. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Okay.
Barnett, have you ever been married or anything?
No.
No. Any long-term relationship?
No.
No. Fascinating. Are you all... I do not mean to pry. Are you all young? In terms of age?
Sure.
Okay. How old are you?
20.
And is
Three.
that young? Is that young for half of it? It is, isn't it?
Same
What I
rate as
remember.
you.
Yes, but you live to about 200, no?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Maturity-wise, same as human.
Josiah, you are quite young.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Barnett? How
Yes.
old are you?
About 25.
So also fairly young. Vlad?
I'm still in my early 20s.
Oh. So I am definitely the oldest here.
Hmm.
By a long mile.
Yep.
I'm gonna start I'm gonna start pouring more drinks because this is feeling like an interrogation.
Oh, I just find it fascinating. I mean, I am...
What about you, Alf?
I am...
Miss a question, Alf.
You want to ask me
Question,
questions?
Elf.
You do a lot
I'm
of
really
questioning so
not-
people don't ask you questions.
I am really not that interesting, so I do not know why you would
What's
want
your
to know.
preference then? As soon as you've asked everyone else.
I do not know, to be honest. I have only ever been in a relationship with a man, but I do not... I like the person, I guess would be the right answer.
Like, you seem to
So I
know
have
all the
preference,
kinky
but it has to
shit
be the
I
person.
talk about. So how crazy are the elves? Like, very crazy, not crazy?
It
Do you
depends
just
on
read it
the
in
elf, I
books?
guess. I guess we are a little bit looser in terms of... I do not know how to explain this. I have just read a lot of books, and I was in a relationship, that's it. So, kind of know some stuff, I guess. And don't forget, I am well over 130 years old. like I say, 5 times your age, practically.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
elves are sort of kinky. I was like, look, if you have been alive for a long period of time, you have probably spent a lot of that time partaking in pleasure.
Well, I
It
mean,
is
I think
a-
that's the thing. When sailors are bored, weird shit happens. If you're bored for 100 years, you kind of can only imagine.
Oh, I mean, many elves. Don't forget as well, because we have such long lifespans, we probably will have multiple long, and I mean long love affairs. So, for me, and this is not meaning to sound horrible, but it will sound horrible. If I was to fall into a relationship with an man, it would probably be a fraction of my lifespan. So you tend to find out what different people like and progress from there, I guess. And yes, but like I say, I am, compared with most elves, fairly inexperienced. Happy? Do you
Yeah,
feel satisfied with that answer?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've actually got another one. Was it
Okay.
right? So, was he a dickhead? This guy in your relationship with? Because you seem like as soon as we talk about men in control, you don't. It seems to push a button. You'll take a swig from the whiskey.
I'm sorry, you believe that I do not like men in control?
No, not well. Like controlling the man. That's sort of it. Like the dickheads seem to particularly draw your ire. Like men who abuse their power, men in control, men who are controlling.
You are quite an astute person, Josiah.
Anything that don't get me stabbed.
No, I just means that it seems like you notice quite a bit. Have you always had this skill?
No, you answer.
She's deflecting.
It is question, elf. Stop.
I guess you could say that he was a bit of a dickhead. Yes. I mean, we were in a relationship for 22 years. No, 24. Apologies. People tend to get that way sometimes.
Was he a man of rank?
Yes.
Right. Well, anything else is up to you what you're comfortable with, but that was just what I wanted to know.
Yes. I am happy. I am supposed to be sharing things with you guys and not deflecting or lying or altering what I say and confusing the situation. So, yes. And if that is all that you want to know, then how about you? Why is it that is the reason why Jacob's betrayal was so hard was because he was your father figure?
Oh, thank God, I thought you were going to say lover. Yes, he was my father.
No, I did not think that he was your lover.
Oh,
You
thank
do
God.
not seem to. From what I see, you are. If you do not mind me saying, your preferences tend to be a little bit more. You seem to be pulled towards people of mystery, you know? And also just a bit free loving, which is nothing to be ashamed of, obviously.
Well, to be romantic is to love the mysterious mistress that is the sea, I guess. But yes. No, he was my, he raised me from when I was a teenage lad.
Do you remember your parents?
A young boy.
A young boy. I actually listened to that song today. Now that is ever going to be, forever is going to be a Josiah song. Thank you very much for that, Danny.
You're already thinking about his pee-pee, so you might as well have a theme tune as well.
Oh God, no. Did you ever know your parents?
Mum, a bit, but Dad, no. She worked in the service industry on Ivory Sands. Then I went into service on the boats. Had a dickhead
same-
captain.
No, carry on. I was just going to make an offhand comment to try and light the situation, but it does not seem appropriate. Carry on.
No, you can.
You said that your mum was in the service industry, and then you went into service on a boat.
Mm.
Same sort of service or different sort of service?
A different sort of service.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
Mhm.
Paula's like every time Paula makes a sound, I'm just like, oh. That's
Yeah.
that's been disapproving.
And then Jacob gave me the choice to join him, and I mean he stabbed that bloke, and then he took me on, trained me up, and I became his first mate.
Aww. Everyone needs a first friend.
Oh no, Barnett, it's like a rank.
Oh. Well, you got the best friend.
On a
Something
ship.
like that.
So who would be your first mate on our ship then?
Well, you're quartermaster.
Mhm.
I'd say by skill and rank it's probably Paula, but then she isn't she's a temporary person at the moment.
Well,
I'm sorry.
time
are
limit,
you...
so I'm here indefinitely.
Lad or Barnett, I guess. If it wasn't Paula.
I have actually been meaning to ask you, Paula. What have you thought so far whilst you've been on our boat?
It's definitely interesting. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we're on the seafloor. Devils. It's most ships I've tagged along up with as it's jump on another ship, grab all the cargo, sail away.
Yeah, piracy
No.
used to be so simple.
Yeah, not being not chased by devils, but they're popping up.
We really will have to go to Underbelly next.
Yeah, well, I mean.
What is Underbelly?
Underbelly Descent is one of where we know you wanted to have been or be.
Right. Oh, the island, yes.
Yeah.
You know, you said to me once, Josiah, that Loxana had told you to speak to me, as it appeared that I knew more than I was letting on.
Aye.
Do you feel any sort of connection to this fiend that she is talking to? Any little voice or sense?
He sort of. He closes his eyes, opens his eyes.
Does he look
pats himself
constipated?
down. He does his concentration face. Then he pats himself down. He's like, all I've heard is her voice, to be honest. They got these powers, but that could be him, that could be her. I don't know.
Strange.
Why? Why are you asking that?
Sorry?
Why are you asking that?
I just wonder how Loxana would know what I was trying to do or where I was from. I've told you guys something that only those of the museum would know. How did she know?
There's a lot of questions like that. How did she get hold of my body? How did she bring me back? Like, I don't know.
Did your heart beat?
Yes.
Does he actually touch to make it sure then, or is he just like...
He probably
Yeah.
does, yeah. Like, it was before, it still is, yeah.
Make a perception check.
Oh god, I'm dying.
Is it another zombie in the party?
Zombie and he didn't know it.
I just mean it is
Yeah,
fairly
you feel-
easy
you-
to bring
you
somebody
feel
back
a faint
from the
heartbeat.
I'm dying. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
dead.
Yeah, no, I got a heartbeat.
I agree, though, with this whole statement about we keep finding questions and not any answers.
Like, yeah, my objectives is we go plunder shit, we go rob, like, you know, go temples and stuff, and get money, and we do bounties on pirates to get ships. Like, that's my main thing at the minute, and then we raid Jacob.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I should have probably mentioned it earlier. I have asked for a ship with Akae, just so you know.
Oh, that's good. Like, big one?
I asked for a galleon. Is it a galleon?
A galleon, yeah. That's pretty big.
It seems like it is the only ship that I knew the name of. And that
Better
is
than-
because of a great... Sorry?
I was just about to say, it's better than what we got at the minute.
Yes, our ship is shit.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Elves swearing is really weird.
It's the accent. I'm so sorry. I know it wavers all over the place, but the ship is shit.
Paula probably says that out loud as well.
Honestly, it is better in Elvish. Honestly,
Go on, then.
there is a certain poetry to it. I can't speak French, but Nobara will say in Polish, in
In
Elvish.
Polish.
What? Don't know where that came from. Bit weird. In Elvish, we'll say the words, and it kind of roughly translate. If anybody's listening who is able to speak Elvish, roughly translate it into the like the ship vessel is an utter crap mess, and it's like rough translation because Elvish to common. There's a little bit of poetry to it almost. It is better, no? In Elvish.
Why did your voice reverb like that when you're whispering it?
Sorry.
Oh, nothing. Don't worry.
This is my accent.
No, your voices sound weird when you speak Elvish, like mystical.
Oh, it is because we are ancient. No, we're not really that ancient. So, Corellon made the high elves in his image. We are made to be memories of fake creatures. It is the reason we have pointed ears, long lifespans, magic in our very blood, etc.
As you guys continue
Yeah.
talking deep into the night,
Honey, it needed winding up at that point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was about to go, all right then, because I had nothing. I was done. The
as
tank
you
was
guys
empty.
Yeah.
go deep into the night, and obviously if anyone else wants to do anything, you may speak up, but you will all eventually...
Can I check the time, please?
At what point? At what point?
When
When you
I've gone to
finish
bed.
talking? Oh, when you go to bed. When you go to bed, it is currently 2:43 a.m.
Okay, could I check the time on my other watch? Not my mind watch. Is it the same as it was last time, or has it changed?
It's progressed about 2 minutes. It's finally ticked up a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you all go to sleep now. Bye-bye.
Okay. Good night.
No night.
I don't go to sleep. I am going to
Fuck's sake.
what do you call it?
Meditate?
Yes, I'm going to trance.
Oh, look at me. I can meditate. I'm gonna fucking not sleep.
It's
Every
more
time you say
because
that, I just heard Darude Sandstorm, like
do
do like when you close your
Oh.
eyes.
do 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 do
Do
do
sleep.
do do
Do sleep mesh.
Oh god, that again.
do heist.
Do heist. Yeah.
Do heist. No, just because the other 4 hours I want to get in more time. Well, I didn't get much time, but like get time so I can start to plot out my soul turn back timer thing, which I will name
If I could
eventually.
turn back time. Doo-doo.
Yeah.
In the morning,
Uh,
you will all eventually come to wake. You will all gather yourselves. You will drink some drink. You will eat some food, and you will all awaken to the sound of Felice coming into the room with an item in a small box that is intended to be a gift for the party as you part ways here.
Well,
She
a
will
present
take it
for
over.
us?
She will take it over to Nivara. Father explained that he said he was going to give you something, and the item in here is exactly that. It's a means of returning to here and probably giving you some easier access to other parts of the archipelago and beyond if you need. We've gone to the trouble of programming it here to this room, but the other functions are for you to deal. And she will open it, and you will see inside a cuboid that is about 3 inches in diameters. It's made of like this red metal with plenty of gilded edgings, and you can see circular buttons on each side. One currently has runic symbols on, and the other 5 are blank. You can only use it
is this?
Go on.
Is this? Did you say this is a way for us to get here?
As well as other places, yes. I believe he called it
Oh.
a cubic gate.
The holy fuck! What? Seriously?
Yes. Is that a problem?
That was out of character. I'm so sorry. In character,
we
Nivara goes.
unlocked fast travel.
No. Do you guys not know what a cubic gate is?
I know
No.
what keep it is.
No, I do. I know what a
I
cube
don't.
is. But I don't
It's
know
a,
what
isn't it a legendary item, Danny?
It
a
is,
cubic
it
gate.
is, yeah.
We just got the fucking. Oh, this was so worth it. This trip was like, I'm not kidding.
Considering how against she was last session, that is a fucking a book and
It's so funny.
a book and a cube, and that's it. She's done. She's happy.
Well, it's so funny because Nivara will never admit that to Josiah. She'll never, like, she said it was worth the
No,
trip,
but
but she'll
literally,
never say.
she never wanted to turn up, but a book and a cube, done. Well, he explained that it can only be used so many times before it's done, but it will recharge every day. You can spend time to program one of the blank sides or override an existing one to a specific place or plane. You can go into planar with it. Pressing the specific side twice will spend one of its uses and send you or up to 8 people that are willing with you. Essentially, out of character, it uses the spell plane shift.
Yeah,
It has 3 charges. It recharges 1d3 uses per dawn. Yeah, it's pretty damn neat, and it's programmed to this guest room that you are staying in, and then there are 5 sides which are yet to be programmed.
But we can program them.
Yes, so you could.
Can I have it?
Well, that's kind of the point. Because like the point of B is you could program it to the deck of your ship, or the Ivory Sands outpost. Just bear in mind, it's people only, not things.
Yes.
So it would be.
We're not going to teleport the ship.
It would be you and the things you are wearing, stroke equipped with. That's it. You can't teleport, like, you can't stand next to a crate of lumber, Ben, and teleport it.
Let's see, I know.
Seeing as I'm the quartermaster, would it be best with me? Just saying.
I can see
Rose is beaming.
Yeah, Nivara's like...
No, it's not even Nivara, it's just Rose.
No, it's both of them.
I want it. Can I have it?
Yes, Nivara, you can have it.
Thank you. It is an item, and I am a museum curator.
I see you want to get your wizard hands all over it. It's fine.
Yes, I did.
He did.
Come to me, baby.
He did want me to re-specify that this is just for the purpose of while you're working with him. This is loans, not given.
Nivara.
Yes.
Nod your head.
I thought we were not supposed to do things as if we did not want to do them.
Remember, you need to give it back.
Oh, I will give it back. This is a loan, understandably, to the cause. I get it. One day it will be given back.
One day.
What my more pressing matter is, just say for whatever sakes, Jacob kills us.
I'm surprised how quick, Rose, you picked up on what it was.
Yeah, well, she's...
It's because recently I was looking at legendary items, remember, for the D&D level 21 shop? And I remember looking at that going, that would be really useful in a campaign. So as soon as you mentioned a cube that was able to get us here, I was like, is it? And then you said, oh, it gets runes on it. And I'm like, oh my god.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Like, genuinely... It could be interplanar, so I believe
remember,
one of the things
you have to go there first to set up the receiver. You can't press a button and go anywhere. You have to go there first, set it up so
Lock
then
it.
because then you can teleport to it afterwards. But it's only 3 uses a day, so you can't abuse it really. But it can help a ton.
Oh yeah, especially if we're in like deep shit. Everyone gather around and we pop back to the ship.
Yeah.
If people are like dying or whatever, it gives us a little bit more.
Yeah, that'd work really great in the ship combat. Yeah.
If you use an action to press
Not
one side
ship,
twice,
but like...
you can cast plane shift.
Yeah, that's essential. And then you follow the plane shift spell for how the cube then works.
Yeah, so then we can just go to Avernus if we want.
But the only rule is obviously there are 6.
We need a tuning fork.
Yeah,
on that account.
Yeah, the only way, but that's the plane shift spell specifically. But the way the cube works is you pre-program 6 destinations, but you have to be at the place to tune it. Do you know what I mean? So like when you go to your ship, you can then program one of the sides to the ship.
Okay,
you have currently programmed in it the guest room you're currently in right now, guest room 24.
Yeah. So I'm concerned because imagine if like
you lose it,
Jacob kills us and then he's here and he gets what he wants. That's
also the risk you've got to now take because you now have direct access to this facility and other people want it.
Do not worry. We will be fine.
She'll put it in a bosom. It'll just get lost forever then. Like, you know, they just store things in there like fucking...
Well, Josiah goes, I'm not sure whether we take it. Like,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, do not be so stupid. I'm sorry. Wait 1 fucking minute, okay? So, right?
Oh no, you two done.
All I heard on this thing is, why not take a chance? We don't know if he is there then. Sometimes you have to take chances. This opens us up to, yes, potentials, but at the point if we are dead, the universe is screwed. Anyway, does it really matter?
But I also concerned of the risk.
So...
Oh, really? Now you're scared of the risk? Really?
This is not... If the risk to ourselves is absolutely fine, I accept that. But we're putting other lives at risk. That's where I have to draw a line.
Jacob could that easily get what he wants very quickly if he kills us. That's what
okay. If we're about to die, I'll just fuck off with it. Then he don't get it. See you later.
What about if you've already fallen?
No. Okay. So I'm going to explain something very, very quickly to you. If we do not use this, we are at a higher chance of dying and Jacob getting whatever he wanted anyway. Without this, we're kind of screwed. If we have this and this potentially falls into his hands, it's already screwed anyway. This way we don't get in trouble too much, and we are able to get back here if needs be.
Josiah will just turn to Fellis and say, is there a way of, if it isn't us locking this place down, like, with someone else?
We
Because
have...
she's just stood there.
Father has comprehensive defenses.
Alright.
I understand the concern, though, and it's more than fair that Father was the one that decided to bestow this, so I would like to think that he has weighed the risks.
He is a man of intellect, so... And Ivara seems really...
Rose, yeah, see, he
yeah,
agrees.
yeah.
Just gimme.
Can we keep it? Can we keep him? Can we keep
I
him?
promise to walk it and feed it every day.
Yeah, come on, QB. No,
Look, how do I explain this? I'm sorry, I was getting a little heated before, but if we fall, everything's already screwed. It will not matter that something has access to here.
Got a higher
Trust me.
opinion of us than I do, but yeah, it's...
I chose you for a reason.
He just narrows his eyes at her a little bit, like, okay. Shows,
So- She claps her hands together and goes, "Can you take us back to the ship? We have a busy day ahead of us."
No, we got a cube. We can do it.
Oh, yes. Can I see the book first, or is that out of the question now, seeing as your sister's in stasis?
You wanted the cube. We can't use the cube.
You just give me 2 minutes. I just want to see this book. It's really important. You do not understand. It is almost like, what is the thing that you want the most in life? But that is not, like, super important. Do you know what I mean? Like, is there a meal that you remember your mother making, or a certain thing that you love to do, and you're able to get it, but you can only do it once, and this is a very specific thing? Would you do it?
I guess, yeah. I'm not just. No, just go. I'm done arguing. Just go. Go look for the book.
Sharonda out
Right,
with the
well,
cube in her hand and go
I'm gonna fucking tick. First, we have a joke request by Carl for a D&D joke.
Okay.
So, why did the man buy an enchanted mattress? Because he wanted to bring some magic to the bedroom, guys.
That's very appropriate for this stream.
Yeah.
I went through-
You picked that deliberately, didn't you?
I went through a couple pages and I was like, that was a shit joke. There we go. Right. Firstly, the cube, you can't use the cube to go to your ship because the only button
Yes, we have
active,
to do the chip first.
they are going to take you back to your ship.
Ah, right, yeah.
Remember, once you get to the ship, you can then program it to one of the sides to be for the ship.
Ben kind of gets it, but I'm going to RP it like Josiah.
Right, well, Ben,
You
essentially...
have to visit. It's
rarely
fast
gets
travel.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
to.
It's fast travel.
You've got to be there in person to set the marker down
Yeah.
for the cube to go to.
Okay.
The only marker that's there at the minute is here. If you pressing the active button, you would teleport to 2 foot to the left.
Yeah, okay.
And am I right in saying that we can have 9 locations? One of this
6.
being it, but we have to
6.
6. Okay.
It's 6. It's a cube.
Baby.
It's a cube.
Yes.
Where did you
Yeah.
get 9? It's a cube.
I don't know. The teacher in me.
I think
But...
I'm trying to think. I think it's because I thought it was like, I don't know why, but like a Sudoku square for some reason, and my brain just had
It's a
stopped at that
fucking
point.
cube.
I know it's
Oh,
a cube,
dear.
Danny. I am fully admitting I fucked up mentally. Like my brain went in a very weird direction. I'm sorry.
And Father said that you could have a look at the book the next time you attend.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. I have to come back now then. Okay.
Well, that's worth the cube, isn't it?
I just don't like being surrounded by this much water. You know, if this was to collapse, we'd all die instantly. Well, not instantly. You'd actually suffer a very painful crushing, but then you'd be gone.
No, Father
would-
explained it would be rather instant. You would explode from the pressure.
It would just be, I imagined it almost like putting a hole in something and it starts to leak through, and then the pressure would increase it, so you know you were about to die as you sort of see. I don't know why I've imagined it, but I have done.
The problem is, because of how deep we are, the pressure is so high that if the wall ever got perforated, it would collapse instantly.
Implode. Understood.
Implode, yes.
Yes!
Can we stop talking about this because it's making me twitchy? Are we alright going back?
Can we
to the
go?
boat now?
Hey,
yeah,
we're streaming on Twitch, Ben, so you can be twitchy all you like. Hey! But
Oh dear.
Fellis will pull out a glass crystal with a golden metal edging. Navarro, you would recognize this as crystal teleportation, one of the homebrew magic items of mine.
Oh, the one that in
Gives
last
you a free
campaign
teleport,
we
yeah.
pinched. Yeah. Oh. Is it like it was a one use if I remember,
They
and we
are
consumed
consumable.
it
They are
and fucked her
yeah,
up.
you stole 2 of them and consumed them both pettily.
Yeah, it was complete petty.
You fell in a sewer and used it to teleport out.
Yep. Hey, neither of those was my decision, though. I'd like to point out. I just thought it was funny as fuck.
But either way, Fellis is going to pull this out and say a few final words. I hope everything gets sorted soon. We're going to continue work here for the time being. I'm going to send you back, hopefully, to the deck of your ship. Although, there is
Can't
much...
we get a new
Thank
ship?
you. Not now, later.
Ah, later, okay.
And Navarro at this point will kind of bow slightly, but as someone just does a little, moving your head forward and whatever, and just will go, thank you for your hospitality. It has been a delight meeting yourselves, you and your sisters and your father. Hope next time we see each other, it will be for better reasons.
Yep, as Danny now pulls up the spell for teleportation. Woo! We're going down!
Yeah, we could potentially. No, guys, we could
danger.
actually die.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying that.
Or
Yeah.
you
Get the
could tele-
teleportation
or
spell.
you could teleport to a random person's ship. In come Jacob.
We have got higher chances because we are intimately knowledgeable of the location we're going
Surely.
to.
You're
Yeah.
right, but that's if you were the one casting it.
we could both as she does it.
Can we not use the bloody item ourselves?
Okay, fine. Here you go. Fucking hell.
Yes. Stop trying to kill us, Danny.
But it's funny.
Someone who's put lots of work. Yeah, but you put so much work into this campaign. That all goes. You have to restart. I know how bad that's been for you in the past. Don't do it again.
We're giving him so much shit. He's just ready to end it now. Right.
No,
I'm
Sorry,
doing a
guys.
campaign
no,
around.
what it is, I just want to kill the hat.
It has no hit points. It's already dead.
Okay, so.
The hat falls off as we teleport.
Oh.
Yeah, leave it.
Okay, so who's using the crystal?
Wizard.
I will. Yeah, let's do it.
What are you teleporting to?
I am teleporting to the deck of Wade's Rest, our ship.
Roll a D100.
Do.
I was
I am
going to suggest maybe
instantly-
we just target the island because it's a bigger target, but if it's
It's
Not sure that's how it works.
it's about
I've
familiarity.
never been there.
okay.
Never been there. Remember, we've never been to the. Oh, 11. I don't think that's good. I really don't think that's good.
Oh.
They're very bad.
Golf rules, right? That was good.
No.
God.
We're going to die.
Merges with the wood of the raid,
Oh,
Wade's Rest.
Or we're like,
Information.
No, I
the
think
cheats in the air.
we take. I think we take damage and get shunted. Am I right, Danny?
no,
based on
no.
the spells.
Rose, tell me.
Yeah.
Say again specifically what you said. Where
I go to
the deck of the
the-
Wade's Rest.
yes,
Wade's
our
Rest.
ship,
Oh my God.
our ship,
And
our
you,
ship,
and you roll.
our ship.
and you rolled similar area.
So we go to the deck of the Wade's Rest. Our ship. What's a similar area?
Wade's
Another
actual
shoe?
grave.
A place where Wade's resting.
Oh no! Yeah, it would be.
You teleport and instantaneously land on a patch of soil on a
Oh,
familiar island in front of a large conical tower
Oh
glass
no!
planted in the
Fuck's
ground.
sake.
As you have just teleported to Wade's Rest.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is about the
It's-
most
it's
similar
legit.
area that is possible.
It's legit.
Literally, Rose, similar area was 6 to 13 on very familiar. As you've just
fucking
teleported
fuck.
to the island of Lone Spire.
I'm sorry, it's a D100. It's completely random. I have no option to it. I was trying to be as specific as I possibly could.
Yeah. No.
The
I-
dice roll says
On
you're
a
fine.
positive, there's a ship on in the dock there. We can just go and nick that.
Is it?
And at
No.
least we know
One on the map.
that Wade is still here because this is where Wade is currently resting.
The
Very.
problem is there's also another person after us who may also be here.
I mean, I could pop us back to.
Yeah, we can. Just use the cube. Yeah. Can we have another teleport, please?
We never do that.
We're back.
We got lost.
We got lost.
You actually do that?
No, we can't.
We kind of have to, because where's
We got
the
no way of getting
Well,
off.
let's
We've
just...
we've got a box that we can press and go back to the thing.
As I was
We
saying,
get
we all
3
look
redos.
absolutely idiotic if we come back within 30 seconds of the time. Why don't we
So
at
stupid.
least? Why don't we at least go to the spire, speak
Oh.
to the father?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, what about... sorry, I'll do it in character. What about Sesmora? You know, the evil devil lady? The fiend!
Which is what I've
Oh
just
my
said.
god!
She may be here.
Well, she might be
What's
somewhere
fiend?
else. Like
Beans!
beans, rabbit.
It sounds like
No,
you're shouting
don't you
beans,
see?
Rose.
Yeah, I know she's saying fiend excitedly over and over again.
Yes!
Fiend.
Do you not see?
I know, we're having lots of fiend stuff, so. But
Yes.
is
Sorry.
this? Why don't we at least?
think we go
through the
back.
pub? Right.
You three all in one now.
We can. Right. Here's the deal. Why don't we go? We can. Is it instant?
Yes.
Well, let's all stay together, and if like big lion woman comes up, then we just boop.
Okay.
What about if she casts some sort of like disruption magic or something that stops us doing?
She could dispel.
Just she didn't look that magic-y. Like she looks like she just hit stuff. But all right.
You say that as remember, she got into people's dreams.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Did
She
you
didn't
forget that?
get into his dream, so he's like, okay, he's
Yeah,
Whose
she
dream-
really
it was in
hurt.
your dreams, wasn't it, Navarro?
It was. Like, Navarro will point, like, pull her shirt aside a little bit and point to the still slightly healing teeth marks in her shoulder and be like, I don't really want to have a second encounter with this woman. As you can see, she hurts a lot.
Well, what? So, can we at least? Well, this is going to sound random. Can we at least?
Why do you not want to go back?
Like, yeah, because it'll look fucking dumb. It will look so fucking dumb. And,
Unfortunately, I'd rather look dumb than dead.
but we
Yes.
don't even know she's here. We're being a little bit like.
Who do you
Really?
care? Why do you care as they think you are dumb? It is a small group of people.
And on a
of
positive,
incredibly powerful users,
Okay.
including somebody who gave me magic.
think about this. We don't look
No,
dumb.
what you gotta
Vara's doing
remember,
this.
like, I get it, because Ben's like, well, no, the one who gives me all my magic stuff's there, and I don't want to look like I'm incompetent.
Yeah, Navara's the one who's controlling this, not us. So she's the one that looks dumb.
But
Take that.
remember as well, if Rose presses the button and you're unwilling, you don't teleport with her because it specifies willing.
There you go then. If you don't want to you don't want to go with us, that's absolutely fine. I recommend pressing that button and going back.
We
and trying
can't
again.
leave our captain behind. It just means that
I'll go with you, but I'm just saying, why don't we just stay here for a couple of minutes? And I was going to suggest, why don't we like cremate or throw Wade's body in the ocean so we know?
Is Wade's body still there?
So we are going.
That's what
Yes, it is
I'm
under
saying.
us.
I mean, you're currently all stood on a grave.
Yeah.
Okay, so his body's buried.
Literally, it's under
Okay,
your
His
foot.
body is here.
So it
Oh,
stops
God.
Scarlet.
What did
It
you
stops
do?
that bitch messing with him.
No,
She might-
because if I do Wade rests again and
Yep.
we put him in the ocean, then we could.
well, let's cremate him then, because.
Okay. But would he really want that?
Well, we
what
could
would
cremate
Wade
him and then
want?
put him in the ocean. That would be a compromise. I just don't want, like, I'm sure he was heartbroken.
Wait.
He wouldn't come back. I'm sure he
Wait,
wouldn't
wait,
want
wait, wait,
that
wait,
bitch
wait.
messing with him.
Okay, so am I right in thinking she'll turn at this point to Vlad? Vlad, you're able to basically do some sort of ceremony, no, to basically stop that from happening.
Stop what from happening? Sorry.
Necromancy.
You mean bringing people back from the dead?
Yeah, but you stop that.
No, I make a
No?
flee.
No.
A way to prevent them from
Yes.
being brought back.
You are a cleric, no?
Yes, I am.
You can do marriages, that
Yes.
sort of thing.
So I
you
can do
not do-
ceremonies, but I haven't got that spell equipped at the moment.
Oh. Never mind. Okay. So we are going to burn Wade's corpse.
Well, doesn't it make sense? You're looking at me like I'm crazy. She
I mean,
she was
no, I
dead
get
set
it.
on looking for the body, so I feel like
So we ensure there is no body?
yeah.
Isn't that going to make her more angry?
Makes sense.
She said she's going to kill us all and eat our livers next time. I don't think she could be any more angry.
Eat our livers.
I
Did
don't
she
remember
say that?
saying that.
The skin us alive is quite a bit more.
Well, she's
Worrying.
going to kill us and make us suffer and blah 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 blah. I kind of tuned out a bit.
Oh, I don't know why. Apparently I now have 7th and 9th level spot. Oh, it's because of the
What?
the
Oof.
cubic gate.
It's the
I now have the
cube.
ability to gate.
Cube.
Oh. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, no,
Yeah, what?
no,
No.
that's broken.
I can gate!
Stop
I
it!
can
You're
gate!
cheating.
I can sing,
Wait,
I
wait,
can
wait, why
dance,
can I
I can
gate?
gate.
Oh my god.
Did you know that we can gate, Danny?
No.
Can we just? What are we
Wait.
doing there? Are we digging bodies up
Stick
or
his
not?
corpse up, and then I will open a gate, which is I can conjure a portal linking an unoccupied space you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence. Oh, it's a different plane of existence.
Yeah, you've also
Oh.
got to
We
remember.
could go to the house.
Rose, I will just like to specify, it's not 100% rules as written for the cubic
Yeah,
gate.
that was the
remember?
thing because I was reading it earlier.
That's
and
fine.
It's Danny's rule is the rule of thumb is you can only lock in what you've seen before. Like,
Yeah,
you
you've
can
got
only lock
So
in-
it's only the
You've got six
Okay.
you've got 6 presets that you have to be there to lock in. You can
Yeah.
can infinitely overwrite them
It's-
and make new ones.
modified.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It just
Plus,
I think
reading
it's
the
a
cubic
fair.
gate anyway, it doesn't mention anything about
Oh, yeah.
the gate spell. I'm reading.
At level 4,
I'm
giving
reading-
us
no.
no, it does say gate.
No, I'm reading cubic gate here in page 160 of the DMG. It only mentions the plane shift spell. Oh no, wait,
Read a little
no.
bit further. Oh,
Ah,
You put-
right. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah, no, mine is modified. Mine is modified.
Yeah.
okay, cool. I will
Yeah,
ignore
I missed
that.
that bit. Yeah, please. That's because the way it works is essentially it's like
Just remind me.
treat it like a remote. You've got 6 buttons, one for each setting.
Just when I go to do it another time, just remind me.
You're
That's
probably
how I
better
can't
off
do it.
just customizing the text input.
Yeah, no, I'd have to delete the spell, so I'm just going to pretend
Right.
it doesn't exist.
Okay.
So I don't know what's more.
Um,
These stakes or this knife? The slicers from the Dowstrong Valley.
I mean, let me just check on the wording of a spell. Oh, I need to be able to see the body. Never mind. Well, see the person, creature. So we are going to disturb his corpse so that we can incinerate and then scatter the ashes at sea. And then we are going to go back to the other people and ask for them to give us another teleportation.
I was just going to see if we could get off this island, but everyone seems set on going back.
Ow.
I'd say go spy, see if... Ask him when next boat is, and then if not, teleport back. But
So,
everyone seems to do him to leave right now, so...
Okay, let me ask you a question with the next boat that is arriving. We were originally brought here how many weeks ago?
2.
2. How often
Ish,
was the
two-ish.
supply run?
Few
often-
months.
I will say this to the group. It was a few months, right? They specified that the only boats coming here were supply runs because this man was able to do, like, persuade people. And
Silvertongue.
also, if somebody was, Silver Tongue, if somebody was to come here, then maybe they will know that he is potentially dead, or he could be still alive up there, and we wouldn't know. And I'd rather not know, rather than him knowing that we are right in front of him and call up Sasmora, and then suddenly, fighty, dead.
Alright, if you guys thought...
I see you've played Fighty Dead before. Very well. No, it just
I mean,
reminded
if
me
you
of the
want
Simpsons
to-
scene,
Yeah,
knifey,
it's
knifey
fair.
spoony.
Yeah.
Do you want to go up there and have a look and just see? I am quite curious, and I really wouldn't mind doing some stuff to his home. Like-
She's gonna fart on his pillow.
No, that's disgusting. She just might destroy a few shits. Like, she's going to look for a painting, and then it's going to be, like, really badly drawn and then hung up in the center of the shit with him, like, saying, I'm a shit. Or
Well,
something, I don't know. Can I get a painting?
I think, like, well, I'll put it to a vote because some people seem edgy to go, and I respect that. But I do think if we go and we find out,
Yeah, we still need to sort corpse. I agree on that point, but yeah. Can we have a vote for the corpse and vote for the go? Maybe.
Well, let's do.
Go on, Ben.
Let's not do the vote for corpse. Let's just do the vote for corpse. Then I leave, or I go to tower.
Yes.
Vlad's already voted.
Got loads of screens. The goes have it.
Nope.
I understand, Vlad, that disturbing the dead is not great, but I am on Josiah's side with this. I do not want for her to know where Wade's corpse is, because if she has powerful magic, she could bring him back, but not bring him back as Wade. We need to be very conscious that she could twist him and suddenly we are having to fight somebody that we were friends with once. You know? Be controlled. Do you know what magic she has? He's not coming back. You might be muted, Carl, because I can't hear
No, I'm
you,
listening.
so-
I don't agree.
Oh,
I think you should leave him alone. She doesn't know where he is. There we go. And I just want to get out of here as soon as possible, personally. And spending half an hour or 2 hours digging up a grave is a waste of time.
He was Josiah's friend. Josiah, you have say as captain.
Can scrying? Can she scry his body and find out where he is?
She could. Yes.
You can
She-
technically, because it's a person or a location.
But she needs to know the location. But I would like to point out she could be just scrying on us right now. So she would know that we digged up his corpse. I mean, that is an ultimate. This is back in Nivara, sorry. That is an ultimate fuck you. That she could be watching us as we dig up his body and then burn it alive, and then we'll just, I don't know, stick our middle fingers up in the air.
What?
Oh, burn him alive. Sorry, burning her alive is later. No.
Yeah, but
We're
how
not
can you
burn-
burn
well,
him
Wade's-
alive?
Wade's
He's dead.
Oh, I thought I misspoke and said her rather than him. Common is not my first language. I have that many. Like sometimes I slip into abyssal and I'm not even realizing. So, or giant. Let's just go. Are we digging up? Are you? Well, let me specify. Are you guys digging up this corpse?
Well, we seem determined to let him rest, so okay, well, let's just go then.
Listen.
You can do the explain because I just wanted to be big boys and sort this out ourselves, but we're going back like within
With what
2
ship?
minutes.
With what ship?
Another
Oh.
cube.
Well, yeah, we haven't tried, like, but we'll go back.
All right. I will press the cubic gate to get back. And then, is there a bell somewhere? What ding ding? Hello.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Because you just know we're going to have to try and
I
teleport
know.
again.
Hate
You know
this
what? You know
so
what? You know
much.
what? It's the
And
equivalent
I
of.
hate it.
Do you want to know what it's the equivalent of? You know, if you walk into a shop and ask for directions, and then 2 minutes later you come back and be like, "What was the directions again?"
Get the
Yeah.
fucking back. Like,
It is literally like, I'm sorry, I hate it as well, but we've got to do it. We can't spend weeks on weeks, and we can't have the problems that we're going to have.
You
It's like,
teleport
it's a shitty
back,
situation, but it's the
and the
worst.
room
It's the best one.
is empty, with the exception of you all.
Oh,
Like, as
There's
in,
no
like, there's nobody here.
furniture?
No, yeah,
oh,
there
we,
is.
had
Okay.
we had a conversation for a couple of minutes, so.
Yeah.
Hello? I will open the
Oh.
door and, like, stick my head out a little bit and be like, hello?
God.
A few minutes go by, and you hear a confused
so much.
Ellis Scott coming. Why you all left?
The teleport did not work very well. We teleported to where... So, the boat is named after something, and we teleported to that place. Nowhere near where we needed to be on the ship, an island where there was no way of getting off anytime soon.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm getting at, right?
I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
I was going to say we saw it ourselves, but they wanted to come back.
Well, you
There was literally...
you were
Sorry.
determined, Josiah, to have the spell cast by yourself and not me.
We were actually familiar with the locations. This was a slip-up, a very small slip-up.
I understand. I will see if we have another crystal. Might I suggest
Yeah.
teleporting to an object you might have left on the ship next time? Rather than
Ooh.
the ship itself. That does often help.
That doesn't work, though. If we are being specific, I need an item from that location, not the other way
No,
around.
looking at the teleport spell, associated object does work just fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
I
you-
wasn't looking at the spell. I just
Yeah,
knew that you
no,
had to.
you
If you had an item
you can
from that
teleport
location,
to
it helped.
It has to be a specific object that is there, and you can teleport to that. Which is
Okay.
because what it is, you went off the very familiar table, and there are two tables better than that, and one is associated object, the other is permanent circle.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is it associated object that we have on ourselves, or
No,
Yeah,
the,
we have to have the associated object.
do you?
I thought
When you
it
look
was,
at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Ah, Ah, right, yeah, you're right. But does any of you have something from the ship?
Nope.
Ah, well, we're going rolling.
Why do you think I didn't use it? Why do you think I didn't use that one?
Eventually, another crystal is brought. Fellis will be like, just
Thank you. We will not. I promise you, not come back again.
that sounds wonderful. At least not for a day or two, hopefully.
At least.
We hope.
We're gonna roll off a level,
She'll
aren't
kind of
we?
palm off the crystal to
You're
Josiah.
gonna be fucking back again.
Good luck. And she'll take a cautious couple steps back. Who is casting teleport?
Josiah is casting it this fucking time. I'm not having it be on my head again.
Okay, I will. I will.
Where
Can
are
I
you
cast it?
teleporting to?
Right. Okay.
Tell me, Ben, out loud, where are you teleporting?
The ship's docked at Ivory Sands, right?
Nope.
We
them
told
to
it
do
to
odd
start
jobs.
moving.
Ah, right. Okay.
No, we
Yes,
tried telling it to move towards Underbelly, did we not?
No,
or did
you
we
told,
just
you,
literally
told
tell
them
it
to
our
do,
job?
you told them to do safe odd
Yeah,
jobs.
we did. We did, yeah. Because we didn't know if it was going to be weeks or what.
Yep. And then you found out the boat was speedboat, so...
Yeah. Concord boat, I know. Yeah, it's going to have to be the boat. There's no other way I can spice it up. Just going to have to teleport to the Wade's Rest again, aren't I? I can't.
You are keyword saying to the Wade's Rest.
To my boat.
Okay.
The Wade's Rest.
Can
Wait.
you roll a D100?
Come on, roll good. Roll high.
Okay, it's better. It's better.
It's almost 4
No, I
times
think that
better.
passed. Yeah, that passes, I
Yes,
think.
that is considered on target.
Oh, thank God.
If you were on the next category down, that would have been off target and you would have splooshed.
You see that the anxiety now that falls in where everyone's like, you do it, and you go, okay, and then suddenly you get yourselves put on an island that you can't get off of, and blah, 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 blah. Now you know how it feels.
I'm getting a taste in my mouth. Is it bitterness? I don't. Anyway.
In one more fluid motion, you teleport aboard the deck of the Wade's Rest with a flash and a flurry, and as you all appear on the deck, Shell, a few seconds later, or a few seconds, like instantly, nearly, lands in front of you, blade out. Intruder!
Hi, Shell.
Hi.
See, that's how you do it. Yeah, I did the thing. Where are we? Like, I know we're on the boat, but where's the boat?
The water?
Under your feet.
Man, where are we? And Montrose will go, welcome back, Capitan. That was quite an entrance, mind you. We are currently en route to Crimson Isle. We were doing a small shipment there.
Okay, yeah.
Is that are we to abandon packages?
No, might as well finish the job if it's going to pay you a bit of money.
300 gold or so, Captain.
Right, yeah. We'll do that, and then we'll sail to Underbelly after Crimson Isle.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, I think it is just straight down. I think
Yeah,
it is.
it's on the same side of the
Here
map. so-
somewhere?
I will reveal it. You guys...
Like here.
I will reveal it. Stop pinging.
Okay.
Stop pinging.
I
Stop
want to. I had to do one more. I'm sorry. Yeah, I swear there's another one like down here somewhere. I remember, but I can't remember exactly where it was. Oh, okay, we're in the stream. Yeah.
Yeah?
They're sound now.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys headed to Crimson Blossom Isle. You guys are going to complete the delivery. Montrose explains that he's probably about a day away from Crimson Blossom, considering you guys have only been away for a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it'll probably take about 2.5 days to Underbelly, or at least depending on what part of the island you want to get on, it could be quicker.
Oh.
Oh?
Mm.
Have you just realised you're going to Underbelly Descent with no information?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
When we get close, just
You
get
can
a
just
view.
explore, yeah.
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 Have a fucking wonder.
A view from the crow's nest and see if there's anything sticking out of the trees, and then if not, we're just gonna have to wander around, aren't we?
Well,
We can always ask in
wait.
Crimson Blossom if anyone knows anything.
and also we have to remember that a lot of the time settlements tend to crop up at points of resource. So whether that is a fishing village, if there's lots of places. So like the Ivory Sands, is the reason why it has been put there is because it is almost on a pathway between four. Like there is a main shipping route that seems to go through there. Also, there is lots of trees nearby, etc., etc. So maybe we look for somewhere that could have lots of resource. You know?
They might just have a port town.
Well, this is it. We will find out. Let's ask Crimson Blossom, and we'll do that. Are we expecting Yanti to be there?
It was ruins,
Just
wasn't it?
wondering.
I don't
Oh, you-
expect
Well,
my
I don't
auntie to
know.
be anywhere. Quartermaster?
Yanti.
Your auntie.
Okay.
I got it. I just didn't like it.
It was funny. Admit it. Admit it, Ben. Thank you.
Well, you tell me. You told us that it was.
I don't know whether they are living or old.
I think it was. We thought it was abandoned, but it could not be. I guess. But I thought we were going there to get shit. Like it was win-win in my eyes because it's like win and there's shit there to get. So then we're rich, win, or we win and they're alive and we might find out stuff about Gissa. Win.
Yes. I just might need to switch around some spells is all. I can sort that later. Okay, let's go! Oh, we are already going.
Yes. I would like to assume you're going to use one of your sides of the cube to assign
Lock on the ship.
the ship.
Yeah.
Takes an hour to do. Easy enough to do.
Well, someone wants to control the cube, so someone's responsible for the cube.
Yes. I'm going to actually add it into the, what's it called? The, party fund.
Yes.
I've not-
And then
I've
you
put
can
it in
and you can
Tripchat.
put 6 bullet
Yeah.
points underneath with like so side 1 like Arkia like gaff, you know what I mean? Side 2
Yeah.
because these are
And everyone has
infinitely
that.
overwritable as well. So at any point you can overwrite one of the existing programmed things to do another one. Although certain ones I would imagine you definitely don't want to.
Okay. I can't remember how it was spelled, but never mind. There we go. 2. Shit. Oh. Cool. Done.
Okay, so it takes a day, but you guys are able to go to Crimson Blossom Isle, complete the delivery, and in the party fund will go 350 gold pieces, as there was a delivery of textiles and nuts going to Crimson Blossom from the Ivory Sands outpost.
350.
350. Yes.
I got rid of all the wood, didn't I?
You did?
Felt like I did. Yes, thank God.
That's.
You're not picking up another load, are you?
Ben.
Since we're here.
Honestly, there is so much wood in this campaign compared with other campaigns
Right, okay,
that I'm just
Ben.
like,
Are you purchasing wood?
No.
I'd
no.
firstly, I'd ask at the docks if there's anything going to Underbelly.
It's an
As
uninhabited
we
good
have-
island.
idea.
Is it?
Yeah. The islands that have got names outlined in green are uninhabited.
Right. Okay.
The ones that are outlined in white have some form of established civilization.
Well, ask then if anyone wants to go to Underbelly and there's a transport.
Does they have any sort of antidote, like poison antidotes in Crimson Blossom?
Ooh. Make a investigation check.
No reason why I asked that, guys. Just
No, I think it's
asking.
snake people, it's fair.
I have been rolling like dog shit for like 2 weeks now. I am honestly having enough.
Unfortunately, my dear Naivara, you do not find adequate sources in which you could find antitoxins.
Okay.
That is a big shame.
Thank you. It is
What I am going to
not a
do
good idea.
is get you guys back on your ship as you guys are heading to Underbelly Descent. Where on Underbelly Descent, as in axis, are you going on the northeast, south, or west?
I suggest we come into this section here.
On
That
the
seems
east.
like, for me, yeah, on the east side.
Oh, I was going to start north and like circle around it, but
East side.
Well, yeah,
is the
we could
best.
get here. Yeah, we could come into this one and then see what's there, and then come round there and do like a
yeah,
3
yeah,
point, I
that's
guess.
what I was going to
Yeah.
do. Like do a circle
North and then
round it.
clockwise.
Yeah.
Found.
Okay. Should be a nice couple days of simple sailing, as I'm gonna call the session there, guys. Unless anyone
Yeah.
has anything they wish to talk in character about.
No, I don't.
Okay! Because we're gonna pick up the next session, as that seems like the perfect stop point, with you
Yep.
guys arriving at the Underbelly Descent, which you was meant to do last fucking session. I had it all written, all planned.
And we're going to do
let's
it
go
next
and
time,
do the
buddy.
fucking thing for next chapter.
Well, we wanted cube, so
You
now we got
fucking
cube.
dildo.
Oh, we got fucking cube now, so fuck you.
Fucking cube you in a minute, mate. Fucking cube you up.
Oh, we can
Oh.
use your notes next week. Well,
Fuck
week
you.
after, it's fine.
But
It's fine.
Question.
yeah.
Yeah, one quick question. Is the drow still on the ship? Or
Yes.
did he get dropped off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Vith. Or Vin, sorry. Yeah.
Has he decided if he's staying?
That's up to you guys to deal with next session.
Okay.
But
He's-
unfortunately,
and
my
session's
dear
ending.
people of the Twitch, we're going to call it there. And if you're watching on YouTube, the video is going to end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.